We've got squirrels. We have the blades. It's a mixture of tempo, control, and
Kind
squirrel.
of mid-rangey. Yeah.
I got.
Go ahead.
We gotta thank O Kings too, dropping the 1,000 biddies. You know, don't want to be a total just ignore the
Right.
commitment and stuff like that.
Right. We're playing a deck today. Oh, and thanks, O Kings. We're playing a deck today that I was very hesitant about when I initially played it on my stream. I've been having a lot of fun with just straight blue-white blade, and I had a hard time seeing Toski as more than just like squirrel meme.
You don't like that it
but
reads like amazing plus draw card? Blue mage.
It has a lot going on, but I think four mana is a lot of mana. It's competing with some pretty powerful cards that do kind of similar things, like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, which is around the same kind of mana slot, and maybe additional copies of Jace or whatever. It is competing with other things, and being a 4 mana 1/1, it just on. Did you just get rid of the Jace? On the surface, to me, I didn't think it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be good enough. I thought it was interesting. It's got some good text on it. Indestructible and uncounterable is pretty cool.
You see the 1/1 and you go, well, it's a 4 mana. I want a 4/4, or I want a 3/3 with some really stuff. I mean, you think of Questing Beast, you think Thrun the Last Troll, you think things like this, and you go, okay, it's a 1/1.
That text box has to really, really carry.
And you think it does?
I've only played one league with it.
Okay.
But it did feel like that text box carried, and it was a really big discussion in my chat of whether or not that card was worth the spot at the end of that league, and I was pretty convinced that it was. By the end of just those 5 matches, I was sold. Not everyone was sold, but I was sold. Some people were on Bant is the reason to be Bant. The reason to play green is for the Noble and for the Ice Fang, and that Toski's just in there and you could do without it. I think it was good. I think it was actually pretty actively good. We ended up 5-0ing that league, and I attribute a lot of those wins to Toski. So we're gonna play another at least 5 matches, and hopefully that point will be proven. I think the squirrel is really good. We'll see. What is happening right now?
Nothing's happening right now. You're giving a great recap of this list. I'm loving it.
Something's happening.
Nothing's happening. Go look.
There's nothing. Something's happening. I can see the KEKWs. I know something's happening.
Jace is back in the list. It's right here. 60 cards. Nothing, if we pulled it out here, it would be 59. See with the exclamation point. We're good.
Sure.
Don't worry about KEKW. That's towards me. It's my stream.
I'm always worried about KEKW.
Probably some rat joke. All right. So we've got these flash things. We're going to play at sorcery speed, right?
No, we're not.
No.
That is another element to this deck. So the main deck I want to I'm comparing this to is the blue-white builds that I've been playing, which are way lighter on creatures. We're not playing things like Spell Quellers, obviously not Ice Fang because they're just blue and white. It is like the Stone Forges, some Snapcaster Mages, and a Brazen Borrower, and that's like it for creatures. So this one, because of Toski, it's like way denser in the creature category, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, because of Toski, you want more creatures to be able to attack with, to be drawing more cards, keep all that flowing. So that was another like point in this deck that made me really skeptical, was because I didn't think a lot of these creatures were kind of worth it on their own, especially Spell Queller. I've been historically like super low on Spell Queller.
Even with Teferi here?
Even with Teferi, and that's the thing a lot of people bring up. The synergy is nice. Queller a spell, even if they get rid of the Queller, they don't get the spell back.
Exactly.
You can Teferi, pick up the Queller, they lose their spell, you can counter the next spell. I recognize the synergy there.
Okay.
It just never... You don't always have the Teferi, and the card feels fragile to me a lot of the times. I like harder, more solid answers to
I see.
the threats.
I see. You don't dominate your opponents like we do on this stream. You're always just limping by with your wins. Okay.
Exactly. But with Toski, it makes a lot more sense in this deck.
Okay.
And you do get the added benefit of having just more good stuff to slap equipment onto. Which is good. Oh, we also have sharks in the blue-white one. That's another. Technically, that is another creature. We have sharks that are like kind of taking that spot. The shark typhoons. Yeah, it's interesting. The deck plays a lot. I compare it to the blue-white build a lot, but it plays differently. It has a more get on the board, a more mid-rangey feel compared to the more controlling feel of just the blue-white one. Even though they're both Stoneblade decks, it caught me by surprise. We'll see. We'll see.
If I've always said this, and I think it's going to fit perfectly in here. If you were to give myself a blue-white build and you a blue-white build and go play this and do this, if you were to give me a tempo list, I will probably run it a little bit better than you do, but if you gave me a straight control list, that's all you. I don't know when to counter things properly. I'm always questioning that. I just want to deal with the stuff when it's on the battlefield. But if I'm turning creatures sideways, I'm pretty happy. And I feel like you're the Jace, you're the Colonnade, you're the slap down the Angels, and you're done next turn.
I have found there's a lot of decks where I will sit there, and if it is about playing creatures and turning them sideways, it is crazy how, like, not alienated. Just all of a sudden, I feel like I don't know how to play this game anymore.
Yeah,
you know, like I feel like I'm like, what am I doing? And that was what was so interesting about this deck, is that this kind of falls in between where I'm comfortable and where I'm not comfortable. Okay. It kind of falls in this kind of gray area in between, where some of it felt familiar, but then other times I would kind of feel like it's more in these creature beatdown, almost like spirits or taxes or something, you know. It was a good learning experience. I feel like this is it's almost like training wheels for the decks that I'm used to, transitioning into like the decks that I'm not used to, and give me a better understanding of how to play those and whatnot.
All right.
It's fun. It's a good deck.
I'm good with that. I'm good. I'm very comfortable in a ramp. I'm very comfortable. Well, not very comfortable. I'm more comfortable in those creatures, the tempo. When I play the Rakdos version with the Skelementals and stuff, it's a version of tempo. It's just discard tempo, where this is a little more of that counter tempo. So I think we're going to do fine. Sideboard, we're not going to worry too much about that. It's got things for stuff out there, and we won't run into the matchups that it matters anyway, because you brought, we have them in here. We have, if you put the anti-mill card in here, you never run into anti-mill. We've got the anti-tron cards in here and Storm. We won't run into that. We're going to find ourselves again against like a Jund version that's playing quad lava darts or something. Anyway, that's turning into a slow meme here. Anyway, you ready to play? I'm
ready.
I'm ready to play.
Just as a note, because like you just like highlighted Auriok Champion.
That card's banned on this channel now.
Right before this, Pike, well, he might still be, was streaming in my Discord, and he had Auriok Champion, and one other creature. He's playing humans. He was against we're like sick, like you can't lose right now, like double Auriok Champion, and then they cast Kozilek's Return, which is a colorless source of damage, and wiped his board. It was just like, oh,
that's a thing.
Never mind. Apparently they play Kozilek's Return. Didn't realize that was a thing. Oh yeah, and I got what Rick is saying. I also got blown out with my last Auriok Champion. I blocked. I blocked. They stomped me, and then the pro red didn't matter.
But there's actually, like, I got to be honest with this way the stomp is worded and stuff. I like that it's a combat trick or something, and a few things have to line up, but you can like kind of weasel your way out of that pro red. Very difficult for like mono red lists to get rid of. Like there's a level of appreciation I have to for Kozilek's Return and Stomp. That
they're cooler cards than Skullcrack.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
They're more interesting than that.
Let's get it going. Let's see. We've got a league here. We're gonna be playing. No pressure on us, but we gotta make it work. right?
We need an undefeated record
Exactly.
right now.
Let's get this so
So
you
this
can
is going to be a
switch.
really good matchup.
We hope. We hope.
Archon, have you tried playing tighter? Of course I have. I can't do that. What do you think we're playing against?
I don't know. I think we should be on the draw.
I disagree with that. Oh, this hand's insane.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
like a perfect hand.
You do know the running theory on this stream, right? That we won't get that third land.
Even if we don't draw the third land, this hand's still great. Like you have turn 2, play Stoneforge with force protection, pitching an extra Teferi, and then you go into like having a mana leak up or activating the Stoneforge. Like this is great.
All right. We're good then.
Yeah.
I just need to be careful not to hit the F6 button too much.
I agree. don't do that. Ooh, Marsh Flats go.
Marsh Flats go. We pick up an On Thin Ice.
What is Marsh? That's like the least played fetch land in this format. What does that mean?
What do you mean that's the
Makes
least?
me think that we're gonna get pushed.
Probably. Do you want to just
Pushed
pass? I don't know. See, this is where
No,
I would jam
So
the creature.
you're definitely still playing Stoneforge. It's just like now the question of what we get. Like if you get Batterskull here, Batterskull sucks here if they have the push. Technically the swords do too, but at least we're like reasonably creature dense that eventually then we could play like an Ice Fang and then a sword and get it on there.
We can get basic island, right? I'm double
Yeah,
checking. I have to remember how many pips of everything there is here.
You're fine with that island here.
This is the thing that you'll fetch so incorrectly if you're not paying attention, right, to things. It's like, oh, I feel so bad. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to get the Batterskull because I think it's got the largest upside for us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think getting it's fine. Now we really do hope we hit those lands, though.
No.
We just hope they don't have Fatal Push right here, honestly. Now they have Fatal Push.
Oh, Godless Shrine.
Don't
Path. No.
Yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst case scenario. I don't know what they're playing either. Maybe Mardu or something.
It might
Maybe
be
they're playing like the
Mardu.
Black White Stoneblade.
It could be Black White or Mardu, obviously. Oh.
Or it could be Abzan. I wonder if they're Abzan Stoneblade.
KO. Oh my.
Oh, they are.
All right. Well, we at least have the On Thin Ice, I guess.
I just don't think we ever beat a Lingering Souls.
Actually, the basic was really important to get. Look at this. Look at this synergy that I didn't even see.
So something I was gonna say was you could have. Snow count is somewhat important. Nice.
We did it. We have a chance.
Instead of the tap Temple Garden, there was like kind of a consideration for the Misty to be able to get a tapped Glacial Floodplain.
Oh, the Glacial Floodplain, yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But it's fine.
So Slam Teferi balance, right?
Teferi. Yeah, they got Batterskull, right? They got Sword of Feast.
I mean, well, you could On Thin Ice and
you could just On Thin Ice.
On Thin Ice and just the island.
On Thin Ice hold leak up seems really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the move here.
And you want to get like a breeding pool here, probably.
Yeah.
Or planes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do breeding pool.
I think breeding pool seems fine.
Lingering Souls could be a thing.
Like using yeah, I know. Lingering Souls is gonna dumpster us. It's got to be, right? If they're playing Abzan and Stone.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
2 for 2. Look, Bloomy Marsh.
That's not really a 2 for 2.
All right.
Inquisition sucks, but you probably just let it happen.
You don't want to just like either force it and then have Mana Leak still open for a creature, and you don't need double Teferi here. I mean, the next turn is just play Teferi, right? Because you'll have a clear board. Then they'll slam down the red and Bloodbraid Elf.
I guess I kind of wanted the force. I mean, 2 for 1ing yourself forcing over an Inquisition feels pretty bad to me. Like if this resolves, then they take Mana Leak and they play a Tarmogoyf, you just play Teferi and bounce it, and that's great. And then I don't want to make this Inquisition a 2 for 1. I don't want to force this.
So you just let it go.
Yeah, I don't really. They can take anything out of this hand. I don't really care. Okay. Like, what are they gonna for 2 mana? What are they gonna resolve through a Mana Leak that we're not gonna be able to Teferi and feel fine about for the most part? I'm very,
Boggle.
very hesitant to ever force hand disruption. Like, I need a really good reason to
They're
do
gonna
that.
play a boggle and then hook it up. All right,
A
they take it.
boggle? Okay. You know what? They want the win more. If they hit us with boggle after this, look, they hit us with nothing. We get to just Teferi. What are they gonna do? Nothing. It's
Nothing.
great.
And we're gonna take a card here. Right? Or do you want to go up? I mean, I don't want to get Assassin's Trophy Abrupt Decayed.
Well, true.
Does the card matter at this point, though?
It does. No, it does. It does. You know, and the fact they didn't have a 2-drop, I think down ticking would be fine.
I'm a down tick.
Yeah, I think down ticking's fine here.
Oh,
Sure.
What a great draw. Playing around Mana Tithe. Yes.
Yeah, that was clean play.
Thank you. I'm an expert player. I hope you're taking notes.
I am actually. Yeah.
This is actually a coaching stream. It's not a guest stream. We're actually educating people here, namely the person that paid me $5,000.
Yes, me.
Oh. How's this read?
Yeah, they're getting it back. They're getting to search again. Man, that's their whole turn. That's almost tempting to force, but
like it's almost tempting to force, but then I could just like on thin ice again.
Yeah, I think I just let this happen.
Yeah.
They get another card, but
have a card.
I just don't want. I don't want to force.
Thought seize yourself, opponent.
I want to then like on thin ice, and then we have hard cast force against Lingering Souls, or just leak like a Liliana or something. You know, I think this is lining up pretty well.
Yeah, we'll get that Glacial Floodplain now.
Yeah.
You can just hard cast Batterskull if I wanted to.
Yeah, but I would. I think it puts us in a pretty nice position if we make that other play. Just make sure you on thin ice the island.
Yeah.
And not the dual man.
And then we can hard cast all of our counters here.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them.
All of them.
Okay.
We can hard cast them all, not all on the same turn.
Right.
Yeah. You taking notes? Batterskull, do it. You would mana leak this too, because mana leak's getting worse.
I mean, depending on what it is they're casting. If it's Lingering Souls, I'm gonna cast Force.
True.
If they cast Batterskull, then yeah, then I'm gonna leak.
Oh.
Okay. That happens.
Yeah. What made me have Evaros on my stream? Was it jealous of Spider? Huh. Spider jealousies. Nope. No jelly here. All right. Well,
this is too many forces for this matchup.
Slamming a Batterskull, hoping that they don't have something that deals with this, like Abrupt Decay on the turn.
They can't have anything at instant speed.
No, but yeah, like Abrupt Decay on their turn.
The token, yeah, I guess.
And what am I doing? Bouncing Tarmogoyf next turn?
Well, if they have Abrupt Decay on your token, Teferi's dying.
No. Teferi will live.
Okay. So are we chump blocking then?
I'm kind of tempted to chump block. Oh.
Yeah, this just happens.
Yeah. Sure.
No point in having to take 2 cards out of our hand again.
No, and I'm going to force whatever still. Yeah. Yep, you do that, opponent. Path this? Pulse this? Lingering Souls this?
Kaya's Guile, maybe? Kind of looks like it's Kaya's Guile. That card's really popular right now.
Sack and create. Well, I mean, the force is probably worth it here, and we just hope they don't have the push, which has got to be the last card because they have... Oh, no, they have 2 cards. No, the Batterskull was... I played Batterskull.
Remember telling me Batterskull was completely uncastable? No, I don't remember telling you that.
I mean, personally, I want to block this and then just bounce or bounce my own
I think you do get your card. I mean, this is an attrition matchup. Yeah. I think blocking here makes sense.
I'm a little worried about like the sword coming down or something. They have sword and Batterskull.
Ooh, that's kind of a cool draw.
Okay.
It's a thing that they can't. It doesn't have protection from their sword. I still would bounce first. I would bounce first and see what's happening.
You want to bounce the Tarmogoyf, not the Batterskull. You want to tempo them, right?
Yeah.
It's a little awkward if we get an on thin ice.
We've already seen 2.
All right.
Tarmogoyf doesn't have haste.
Her token has instant speed. It does, but we know it's our batter skull and some. Oh.
Ah. Well, now you just play that.
Yeah, and then
you pick up batter skull at end step.
And I uptick this. Yeah, it's just
so now like hand disruptions blank. We pick up batter skull at end step.
We
can bounce Tarmogoyf again and then replay batter skull.
We're flying.
Yeah,
we're flying.
That was a good draw.
We're gonna put the plane on cruise control here. Yep. I'm gonna put down a sword.
Play sword, yeah.
Oh, you can't see this because it goes to my other monitor, but it won't.
No, I can see it. I can see it sitting there.
No, it won't pop up when I like this. This doesn't happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
I thought you meant just the window showing it.
All right, they have a batter skull and an unknown card here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Back to him. Squirrel hammer.
Well, start with bouncing.
Yeah. You don't want to fetch first? All right.
Just play it all out. That's actually nice. It insulates from Liliana.
That's true. That's true. Go ahead, opponent. We are kind of flooding here, Last God.
We are.
Flooding.
Started with that 2-lander. What happened to that?
I know, right? Must be your influence.
Yeah. I'll take the blame. I'll take the hit here.
You're flooding out from the last time you were here when you had to drink all that water.
That's what it was. Oh yeah, the hydration span.
It's cascading over to this one here.
Oh my god.
Lingering soul. Oh, all right.
Why would you bring that up again?
Black and green protection. Black and green. Not good for us.
Not good for all. Well, actually, we do have green cards, I guess.
I'm fetching.
Oh no, that's protection from Toski. We're in trouble.
Not protection from this token though.
That's true.
And that land.
How about protection from this flood?
I'm gonna leave it in hand.
Yeah, I think you do. We have Jason in this deck. And I actually may not have cracked the fetch, even though like thinning, whatever. I might not have cracked the fetch.
Yeah. You on that command, by the way, the hydrate command? Or you can't? Can you see that? I don't know.
Yeah, I see it. I have chat open.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the fact we can't. Yeah. Well, hopefully they don't. Oh, they can't even. This is actually nice because they can't with the Teferi. They can't even fail push. Yeah, that
exactly.
Castle Ardenville is really important here.
We're good. We can always bounce on thin ice and just give him a Stone Forge Mystic too if this Tarmogoyf feels too big. All right, red and blue.
Everything but white. Oh, this castle is saving our life.
Castle's OP. What a flood.
God, they're still sitting on 3 cards.
What are you doing over there, opponent? Yeah. One's batter skull.
Yeah. We get to start like bashing with our own batter skull.
I mean, I guess since they didn't play their own batter skull, they opted for the sword here.
Castles are good for protection.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't think they have any sword. They don't have anything left to get. They have all 3.
They have everything.
Yeah.
What a draw.
Sickery, man. I think you just you just uptick, right? And then
protects
if you attack,
this.
Yeah. So whatever they put the fire and ice on, you can just block with
batter skull.
Yeah, if they go, yeah.
I mean, I'm just passing back at this point. There's nothing I'm doing here. We don't need to overanalyze
you have
this.
enough mana to animate or to make a thing and remand. So
exactly.
We don't have path in this deck, so you don't want to play the land because, like, if you had path, you could draw that off a remand, and then that could matter. But exactly, Archon.
I guess I should hydrate at least once.
Yeah, you gotta take
one out of 10, right? You take the other 9.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, remand. Well, I guess they're not gonna
remand a draw is all we're doing here.
No, I know. I'm saying like they're not gonna put a batter skull on the stack. They're just gonna unless they want to attack though. The thing is they might want to attack with the Jesus.
Just ignore it.
This is what happens when you bring up that meme.
You just need to ignore it because the mod is doing it now. The mod has power to do it for forever.
Yeah.
We just won't have chat anymore.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
We can just we're trying to incorporate chat because sometimes when we have a guest, we just talk to the guest, and this is why now. just close it out. So how's your day?
It's great. I've been drinking a lot of water, so
super hydrated.
Bad timing.
All right, moves that over.
Oh, do mods not have unlimited? I think it's only the streamer that has unlimited points.
All right, we have pro blue red, pro black green over here.
Yeah, so this was like kind of the awkward. This is what I was gonna say. If they do it in this spot, we have to. The only thing we can block would, I guess, you just throw the noble under the bus, under the goyf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you go human on Stoneforge.
And then we can bounce with Teferi. We can bounce a creature unless they bounce, put something else somewhere.
What are we bouncing? Oh God, we're flooding so bad. So we have to bounce Stoneforge if we're bouncing a creature then.
Yeah. And I think it's appropriate to bounce a creature here.
Yeah, I think you do.
Gives us an extra draw, tempos them out. So we know it's Batterskull plus something else. Nice lands.
All right, we'll attack. Like we're close to just killing them. I wonder. I think we were supposed to bounce it. Yeah, I think we were supposed to.
We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna counter. We're gonna draw that one last on thin ice.
I was gonna say we got to draw like one more removal spell of some variety.
Bolt that Psionic Blast them.
Psionic Blast them, huh?
Yep, that's what I want to do right here.
Okay.
They're planning to just slap down a Batterskull here and hopefully connect this to it. That's what they want to do.
Right. So this now that we bounced that Stoneforge, this remand should actually be pretty good.
Yeah.
Like at this stage of the game, remanding a 5-drop is still pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That ain't bad.
No, it's not bad. We're sitting at a healthy 26.
That is healthy. They're sitting at a sickly 3.
Just let this go, I think.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Because I can get through that.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of can't because of the sword here.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh.
Interesting. This one may be
remanded.
Now they can't. Yeah, now they can't cast the Batterskull.
Yeah, let's do it. And we just need to draw a card here. Maybe I should fetch. I don't know.
Right.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's a win.
No,
that's a win.
Well,
end step, put it in, and Batterskull and swing.
Right. So then you can't activate the castle, so you just block with Germ, end step it, and then equip the Batterskull onto the.
But if we do that, they could have a removal for it.
No, we have to Teferi.
Well, if you don't block, then.
No, I said you do. You block with the Batterskull. Block with the Batterskull. You keep Teferi, and step you playing Queller and equip.
Now we can't.
Yeah, so now we have to make the dude.
But they only have a Overgrown Tomb now. So then Fatal Push doesn't get the Spell Queller, so we're fine. We can just take this. Oh, they just go face. Okay. Because they're going to shoot this too.
Right, no, they're going to kill.
This should be fine to go. It's Batterskull plus 2 unknown cards.
They already played a land?
Yeah. No. Yes. No.
I don't think they did. They draw a card here too. Okay, yeah, you probably take it.
I mean, I could still block it.
No, you could block it with the castle, but then you're not presenting lethal.
Right. I'm just saying it's an option still. And then you just attack through the Stoneforge. They have a Stoneforge Batterskull.
Batterskull, yeah.
We're playing against one card here. I think.
I don't know.
Well, I can't block it. Well,
you can block it with castle, but I don't know.
Hit me.
I kind of think you just take it.
Hit me.
I think you go for the win here.
Yeah, we're overthinking this. We got the W here.
Yeah.
We got the W.
I think so. I think you're supposed to go for the win.
We're going to draw the counter spell. It's going to be great. They're going to let us go to the turn. They're going to draw. Oh, they untap.
Oh, of course. I totally forgot about that.
Oops.
That was the one mode we forgot about. That's the thing. My whole little like mastering the blade thing I'm trying to do. The thing I always forget about is the implications of the untap from Feast and Famine. I always mess up the untap from Feast and Famine. That's what I'm trying to get better with.
All right, you want to fly over? Go for it.
Man, they just passed back, huh? They untapped and said go.
It's Batterskull, Stoneforge Unknown.
Right. And they don't have... They can't be Fatal Push. So yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I'll just throw it out there. We have decided this line. My opponent doesn't even make me switch the equip.
Nice. We don't even have to sweat it.
Woo.
Logical. I did have a conversation recently that made me think about potentially playing that. I was like, I really don't know if I can commit that much stream time to playing a game I've already put so much time on stream playing, but I really did consider playing that again. So Veils. Gargaroth is kind of sick here.
I just want like all this. That's what I'm looking
You want the
at.
champions here? You just for the pro black body?
Maybe not. Like it's
I feel like they're not good enough. Like I don't know. Liliana still. I'm assuming they're a Liliana deck.
I would assume so.
It's like not good against Souls, not good against Liliana. I don't think that one's worth it. I think I think you're right with taking out the forces there. I think you want to just drop pretty much all those, even though it's our clean answer to Lingering Souls.
Do you want to take one Toski out because they have Gaia and they also have probably Liliana?
That's a thought. I mean, at the same time, it's like the best card against them, right?
Yeah.
Like if they don't have that, it is it's not just a block. Like it says all your dudes draw cards in an attrition matchup. That's insane.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
We like the tempo aspect of Brazen Borrow. Maybe Spellqueller is not very good. Like a one of Spellqueller.
I can see Spellqueller being kind of whatever.
We're replacing that with Veil in a way.
Yeah, I definitely want those Veils. I kind of want the Gargoths. So okay, that's 4 in.
That's 4 in, 4 out. Do we want the paths?
Honestly, I would say maybe you're doing paths over 2 Onthan Ices even, because the Onthan Ices are very fragile here. I hate the Onthan Ices when it's a matchup that they can like reasonably deal with it, and they're gonna have. What did they do to kill the first one?
What about a Sword of Fire and Ice out like that, and just have like one? You're picking up one extra.
Cards. It's so hard. It kills some of their stuff and it draws cards.
All right, so you just take the double Onthan Ice out then.
I think so. Yeah, I mean Ice Fang's really good in this matchup.
Okay. I can see where this is fragile.
Yeah,
I understand that.
You could keep one and maybe take the Remand out. Like Remand's okay. It's not
that
good against all these decks.
We're gonna need the Remand. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
Tempo or tempo deck. Ice up. Take care. Look at this.
Nice hand. This is a really nice hand for this matchup.
Yeah, we've flooded out already.
Yeah, that means we can't flood out more, right?
We have 3 lands this time.
If you flood out one game, that means you can't flood out the next game. So yeah, you want to get that Snowland this time.
Yeah, Snowland. I'm on it now. Kind of just want to fetch in response. Scare them.
Put the fear. Well, no, because you want to represent like whatever you can, spell snare, whatever. Make them think about these things. And spell snare would be good here. Oh man, they would cry if you spell snared here. That card is so swingy. When it's good, it's like the best card in Magic.
All right. Gonna have to deal with
It's not a bad draw. It's not a bad draw. Like it's always scary to be on the draw against
Stoneforge.
In on the play Stoneforge Mystic in a deck that isn't playing Fatal Push or Bolts, but
they're just gonna leave up. I almost would rather just Ice Fang or Mana Leak here.
Yeah, I think I would just Ice Fang
Mm-hmm.
in response off of Forest.
Yeah, we're on the same page. I'm reading your mind now.
Yeah.
I could get a Force here, and then I'll force the Inquisition.
You wouldn't flood if
Oh my
Evan drank
gosh.
the water.
Speaking of, just
brutal.
gonna leave. You're getting attacked.
Yeah, I expect nothing less from Archon. I expect the attacks.
All right, well, I guess what do you want to do? Get in here, or do you want to leave it back to block?
Well,
We can on thin ice it later.
What did they grab with it again?
Batterskull.
This time?
Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm maybe just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm good with having a blocker that they have to like try to remove too.
Well, so yeah, so they put in Batterskull here, and if they happen to have another sword here, and then they just go land, activate, put in sword, equip,
then we.
I guess any sword gets through Ice Fang. It's blue and green, Fire and Ice and Feast and Famine get through it. That kind of sucks.
There's the land. Thoughtseize.
Okay. Well,
just let it roll.
Like you mana leak it and they pay it, that's just miserable. But they're just like, all right, take Jace. Like,
yeah, but I kind of want to just make them pay for it, so this is their only thing their turn.
Really?
Well, then they take Jace or they take on thin ice.
Yeah, they're probably gonna take Jace.
Maybe they let it go and Thoughtseize again because they're like, well, I'll do that. Why'd they pay for it? Why'd they pay for it?
Because they had 3 mana. Like,
why would you do
why
that?
Did we mana leak?
That's so economic for them.
I thought this was a counter spell.
See, but they can't attack now. We played the better game. We're playing the long ball.
Archon, I don't think that's the descriptor I would use.
All right, I'm fetching. We have so many fetch lands.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't there.
I just picked a land. I hope it's right.
Okay.
You want to on thin ice here, probably? Before it's
on
taken?
thin ice, the germ? That feels so bad. I guess. I don't know. That feels really bad.
We could wait, but like, you know.
The thing is, on thin ice kind of sucks against their deck. Against like everything that isn't Tarmogoyf, right? I feel like whatever we put it on is going to feel bad if it isn't exactly.
I mean, they get a land, they move Batterskull over and Death Touch. I mean, that's not what they're going to do here. So, I mean, they could bounce this and then replay it too. I think to your point, on thin ice is super fragile here.
Yeah, you see, like right off the bat, I feel like we're getting a good. I mean, this is a prime example of it. You know, it's not going to be like this in every matchup. There are plenty of decks that can't deal with it.
Mm-hmm. I know people are asking me why I on thin ice this, but you know, this is why. Just naturally draw the next one.
Because the thing is, like, they literally are just going to pick it up and replay it right now. Like, they're just going to go 3, pick it up, 2, activate Stoneforge, put it back into play. So you're going to on thin ice the Stoneforge?
Yeah. And then when we get to Fairy, we'll bounce this and get the germ. I'm just playing to the cards 3 in the future. That's what you have to do as a blue mage. You as a blue mage have that skill. Well, I'm trying to impersonate that skill.
That is a thing. It's not future telling, but it is like. I mean, that's why playing a deck and playing a deck a lot and getting really, really comfortable with a deck is really good, because you're not just playing the however many cards in your hand, you're also playing the top of your deck.
Exactly.
Knowing how many copies of a card you have and your chances to draw that compared to some other line, and taking lines that are, Yes, Fran, I am here, blessing this audience with blade skills.
Blade skills.
Good thing the Squirrel Guru is here to help out. Oh yeah, Fran claimed Squirrel Guru when I claimed Blade Guru.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a big day of everybody choosing what they are the guru of. That was a pretty reasonable choice.
Well, it's reasonable,
Yeah,
but it's not doing anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting a batter skull, putting it in our hand. Right?
And then I have to hold the Hallowed Fountain, right? Because I don't want it to be like Liliana discard.
Yeah.
Make it look like I have that counterspell.
Always got to make it look like you got the counterspell. 0 cards in hand, you got to make it look like you have the counterspell.
0 cards?
You always got to play. You always got to play like you got the counterspell. That's like rule number 1. Keep them always guessing, you know?
Am I chosen what I'm the guru out? 5-9. You want to take 9 or do you want to block?
I think that that hawk claimed Squirrel Guru. Oh my god, that's dark logical. that poor squirrel. You're right though. It totally did.
Where's the Supreme Verdict?
Yeah, I mean that is something that is lacking in a deck like this. Oh wow. I mean that's like, man. I mean we lose. You can concede at this point. We're not beating.
Thank you. I'm trying to be nice and plain.
No, not here.
But we gotta send this one away. Are we changing anything now that we're on the play?
No, I don't think so.
You don't want to Pithy Needle their Batterskull or Stoneforge?
Not well, ours. No, but I mean Lily. But even so, I don't think
we haven't seen it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like how we're boarded.
All right. I hate Lingering Souls in this matchup. I don't have a board wipe. And that's what, like, Control's kind of known for. Best year ever?
In
12 like, months.
The thing is, like, board wiping after a Lingering Souls, it's not like that board wipe felt good. Like, you know,
I mean,
like it felt maybe necessary, but it didn't feel good because
it feels okay. I think we can keep this.
You never want to be 1 for 1 with your verdicts, you know.
You good with the keep here?
Yeah, I think so. Like turn two Teferi is pretty cool. Just like hope they don't have the turn 1 disruption.
We hope. We're just gonna fetch basics. We're gonna play around Blood Moon.
Okay. If they had Blood Moon,
it's always on my mind. They could evolution into it. They have green.
So Magus? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Might as well be ready for it.
Exactly.
What's the downside for being ready for it? Like not having good mana, I guess.
We have all our colors. They fatal push. Bye, Noble.
They do fatal push. Makes me a little sad.
Don't be so sad. We got Ice Fang.
Yeah. You got me there. That's a good pickup.
Here comes Stoneforge.
Oh, God, they've had it every game.
Well, that's.
Well, I know, but still, like the turn two Stoneforge is just what you want to be doing, and man, they did it.
Yeah, but I guess we just bounce it at this point, right? Just extra value for them. Why is Ice Fang so busted? Ice Fang's not busted. Coiling Oracle is busted. Put the land into play. Sword of Fire and Ice is what they get. I'm gonna make sure I'm a proper blue mage and do this at the end step.
Wow, that's proper.
My professional fetching for mana has screwed us over for this turn. How do you feel about this now? You ready to give up on me?
No.
We have a sword.
Yeah.
We could we can Stoneforge Noble. If they're, I don't think I care about the sword for a turn. I think it's like
France says we can never lose here. Yeah, we are. I would say we are ahead, but you can lose here. Like, what's the move? We can either
I
can
think
like Stoneforge
no,
Hierarch, or we can Teferi.
oh yeah, I think it's Stoneforge Hierarch here, and then jam for 2, and then pick up the black protection sword of feast and famine.
Feast and famine, yeah, I like that.
And I can continue to get basics, so we're on par with our clever plays here. We'll actually have all of our. Actually, does this come into play? No.
Crasher, I would say most, maybe not all. There are some that I
Have you played the Mardu one yet?
will actively avoid. No.
That one's good.
Yeah.
Bam! Look at this. We might be just slapping down sword and putting this in. Although they'll just put this in at instant speed, right? I think so.
Yeah.
KO. Did someone start a channel thing? Oh, 3 mana. Oh, they just played Lingering Souls. Oh.
It's actually kind of annoying for us.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
Toski. Interesting.
I think Toski's next turn. Because we can do Sword of Feast and Famine, get it on the Ice Fang and on Thin Ice here if we wanted to. We could.
And then they're gonna have like 4 spirits. Wait, how are we? You said we're gonna put in the sword?
Yeah, let's put it Stoneforge.
Okay, yeah, Stoneforge in the sword plus on Thin Ice.
We could. I'm not saying we should, but we can definitely here. We could also on Thin Ice, Spirit, and Teferi Spirit.
Oh, you know what? So if we go, I was gonna say, so if we do the line that you said first, Stoneforge, on Thin Ice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We don't attach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do.
I kind of like bouncing a Spirit and on Thin Icing a Spirit, and then they have to do like Lingering Swords or Decide Sword, right?
I'm just looking at you can attack for 4 with the sword,
right?
And like they're gonna have to chump that, and then they're like kind of behind on like how are they gonna deal with that?
So you just want to get sword down and on Thin Ice a token?
So, but no, I think I'm on Thin Icing the Stoneforge so that they can't put in their sword and then
so
attack
easily.
Us.
Okay. So
and then next turn,
shock in, let's attach sword, and then on Thin Ice, Stoneforge post combat.
I think so.
Kind of have to move.
It's nice that on Thin Ice kills a token. Yeah, Fran's bringing up like an on Thin Ice, pick it up, like on Thin Ice a token and pick it up.
Well,
kind of cool. Pick up the on Thin Ice and then getting to use on Thin Ice again, but
that's true. We could do that too. Let's see if they decide to even block here. I mean, blocking.
Totally gonna block here, right?
Blocking.
There's no way they're gonna give us 4 mana plus discarding a card.
And then what do you want to on Thin Ice? Because I think we still use it.
I think it's supposed to be the Stoneforge so that they can't fire and ice us.
All right, I'm down with that. And then we can look. I think do.
Fran's saying the token, but I still don't.
I can bounce
you know what?
Token.
You know what? They can't fire and ice if we kill the token because they blocked a token. So maybe it was token and then Teferi pick up on Thin Ice using on the.
I see what you're saying there. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't have hit us with on Thin Ice there, or with the fire and ice. But I mean, this actually still seems
okay. I take Teferi. That's not that annoying.
Well, so they're gonna play.
Lingering
they're gonna
Souls.
flashback Souls.
We play Toski
We're gonna
and
play
swing.
Toski, and we only attack with 1. Right? Yeah. You do probably just play Toski and attack.
Yeah, I think it's
And then they
fine.
hard cast Sword.
I think we're okay here.
Fran, that's all you do. Hyperbole out the wazoo.
Okay. I really don't think we're in too much trouble here. I think Brand's probably right with the spirit and then the next card because yeah, putting it in and then casting. Oh boy. More spirits.
More spirits. Where's our engineered explosives?
Draw first.
Why is this like 2015 modern?
Let's find something. Noble. Noble's good. Noble's good.
Well, so Toski has to attack.
Oh, that's right.
You still probably send with both. You send with both.
Yeah. We're fine.
Because they'd have to block. Yeah, this is fine.
We're fine.
But maybe the sword was supposed to go over on a Toski. Oh, they just block. Oh, sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's great, right? Oh, into Mana Leak? That's actually sick. Now we can like Mana Leak the sword.
Yeah. We're good. We top decked like a champion.
This is great. I think you should have attacked with even more there because we have the Toski.
Probably. We're not used to playing with the Squirrel yet. Remember, this is match 1. We're learning things here. We're going to just Mana Leak this. Like, instantly. I'll still Mana Leak that. Right? No. No.
Two more bodies. No, I'm
Actually,
I mean, we buried them with Toski.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I think you do.
We're going all the way with Toski. We're going with
Now
Toski.
we have 4 things attacking next turn. Like, how do they beat that?
My Reanimator decks give you hope for the archetype. Mine are crazy combo lists. What are we doing? Inquisitioning me? Go for it. Fatal pushes Ice Fang. All right, we're sending with the team pretty much.
This is still fine, yeah. If we draw like any spell here, okay. Well, attack.
Yeah. I think we still leave the sword over here on the Ice Fang because I think it's just better. Because this is fine and they have to double block this. I know they have a double set of Lingering Souls here. They're gonna block out this.
Go
oh, okay.
Oh man, they're letting us nice.
Letting us draw.
Why even block?
Oh.
Probably want to play that one. Now they're just gonna like double souls. They'll be at 5.
Should I be maybe moving the sword over to a noble so it gets in too? Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, more attackers does sound. And you can do it next turn.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Souls
now,
me? Now they're tapped out, and so now soul is. Sword is hopping to soul.
Okay. Yeah, I like moving it over. And they get to trade easier, but I mean, just drawing cards is so good.
Making it happen. They're gonna block this one because it's obviously a draw anyway. We're gonna trade a few things. I think they're gonna let that one through. Oh. Okay.
Deal?
Yeah, I like this draw. Nice draw.
Oh, God. But our draws suck.
Well.
Could you imagine Lingering Souls with Toski?
That's a thing. Abzam. By the way, we'd be so much farther ahead if I would stop drawing lands.
Yeah, honestly. We need to draw, like, actually any spells.
Calcium's been here for 9 months. We've had a year anniversary. We got a 9-month anniversary.
You gotta name your sub-baby now.
Sub-baby?
9 months.
I'm scared. I'm not ready for that responsibility.
Lonely Isotope. Well, give the responsibility to Lonely Isotope, then.
All right. It's calcium.
Give them full baby naming power.
The power. Becomes a batter skull.
How are you supposed to just throw it on the Tosk?
No, because this gives protection for black from the batter skull that they're playing in here.
Okay, yeah. You think they're gonna like triple block the noble? Man, how are we like kind of losing this game? We have Toski.
I don't know.
I thought you just automatically win if you have Toski.
Apparently
We just lose to this Fire and Ice now.
I mean, you have to remember that we've drawn like 4 lands extra with Toski here.
We've just flooded out.
Now they're gonna have Sword of Fire and Ice.
Yeah. We did. I mean, that's really what the issue was. We flooded out super hard this whole match.
We can still come back here. We're 1 ahead on time, so we'll play that. But 2, I think if we draw like a Teferi here or something, or even Jace, I'm gonna hold the Misty Rainforest. Move the sword.
Yeah, when you played the floodplain, I was like, I might have played the fetch and then held the floodplain.
I don't think moving the sword really does anything here. I mean, I guess it blocks the germ.
Yeah, make sure the sword gets in, and then it just. I guess you do block, otherwise they're just killing it anyways.
Yeah.
Or they just throw it at your face, maybe.
I think I'm more disappointed that we're just not drawing anything here.
Yeah, it's always that's always the most disappointing. That's interesting. I think it's a little too late though.
Path the germ here, attack. We're gonna at least get to draw 1 more. Do we need to worry about the flyer? I think I've got to draw another card here.
I mean, we don't draw 1 more. They just equip. They just. What? Oh, you're saying
we're gonna draw 1 here.
Okay. Yeah, well, they have lethal in play right now, so we have to draw something.
We have to draw something. I mean, I guess I could path this and chump block the batter skull for forever, but I think this is the more progressive play here. Because they're going to be able to batter skull this, so I need to get rid of the flyer that has the sword on it. We draw.
That's about right. We're just dead now on board.
Let's go ahead and play Toski and then see what they do.
Okay.
I'm not going to move it over here. See if they attach here. They might like do something else, thinking I have a removal.
If we had drawn like any spells in the middle of that game, right, I think we would have just run them over. But they instead, like, we drew nothing and they drew like 17 lingering souls.
Well, they drew a lot of lingering souls. I know we did the Anthan Ice thing earlier, and I'm trying to think if that would have really changed anything at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think it really would have, because then they would have had the Stoneforge for activating. Brazen Borrow would have been really nice. Yeah. That was our literal next draw, which would have been able to bounce like the batter skull.
Yeah.
Dang it.
That one was a little bit of a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Because it definitely felt from the beginning of that game, it felt like we were in a really good spot, but well, again, yeah, we just saw no gas.
So, Fran, you're saying they had 1 less flyer and I died to a 1 flyer. They could have easily chump blocked. They could have done a variety of other things. They could have not double blocked our Stoneforge when we attacked. They would have had the flyer, in my opinion. To look at that and go, we died to a flyer and we would have gotten rid of a flyer, you made the wrong call, I think is wrong. I think the play maybe is a little more optimal, but I still think they'd have... I personally think they'd have the flyer still. Why would you double block a Stoneforge and not have the evasive flyer if you have both of the artifacts later?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just chump block the Stoneforge that 1 turn and then take over?
Definitely interesting.
Maybe.
The bodies definitely mattered there. I do think in the end, the number of bodies mattered because that became a Toski game. So
well, yeah, and then they ran into another Lingering Souls, which stopped our flyers anyway.
like I said, they had 3,000 Lingering Souls. So I was worried about that. As soon as we saw their abs, and I'm like, well, we're just not beating Souls. Like, unfortunately, we are one of the decks that lose to Souls.
Now. We need that positivity. Are you gonna? Dang it! There's those lands.
You left them all in the last match.
I did.
That seems pretty good.
All right. Send back
put back one of the fetches. Sure, yeah. Oof. Like, I mean,
they're down to 5 cards. We basically win now.
Well, if they're Tron, then we're miserable. But let's hope they're not Tron. Hope they can't kill our Noble. Oh, they're killing our Noble. We kiss that Noble goodbye.
Still playing our Noble.
Ooh, that's a good draw. You just do that now.
Yeah.
There's no point playing Noble to let them just be like, kill your Noble, get a prowess trigger. You just, yeah.
Bam, and no land. One of the few times it matters.
Here's an example of On Thin Ice being a lot better than Path.
Need another one.
I think you just say land go here.
Yeah, I don't want to expose a Noble. I don't want to take 2. They're behind here. I'd like to Fairy Bounce Eidolon this coming turn.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's a Rift Bolt.
That's so good for us. Wow, we get to counter that with Teferi and bounce it. Wow, that's so good.
Let's get a breeding pool. I want to at least enable the green here.
Then just go Castlear and Veil Teferi.
Either one. All right.
God, there's nothing more satisfying than countering a suspend spell with Teferi, honestly.
Wow, they even bolted. They could have just probably waited because this is going.
Yeah, they only have 1 card in hand. That's the thing. Burn is a deck that does not mulligan very well. So seeing that it was Burn after they mulliganed to 5 is really good for us.
True. Now we have an
Wow,
ice
man,
thing.
Teferi was so good this turn.
We don't have to take damage from our lands here too. Rift Bolt Eidolon has to maybe be played here. We could just slam Toski and block it for forever. Not even take any more damage.
Are they just passing?
Land and Eidolon.
No, I'm playing Stoneforge. You Stoneforge for Batterskull here, right? You just hardcast Batterskull.
Okay, I guess, yeah, we can hard cast it. I'm like sitting here like if they kill it, Searing Blaze it or whatever, but yeah, Batterskull, just hard cast.
And if they Searing Blaze it, that sucks. If they Searing Blaze it, we're at like 2, so.
And I'm not planning to play the Ice Fang anyway, so it doesn't matter that I don't have the access to this.
Yeah, we don't have any way to kill Eidolon here, so.
Yeah.
In fact, no, you probably don't. You could just block if they just don't have a burn spell for it, but there's the Searing Blaze, sure. Yeah, okay, so we're at 2 life, but we have a Batterskull. We just have to dodge a draw.
We have to dodge a bolt, or we have to draw, yeah.
Dodge a burn spell.
Dodge the burn spell.
Yep. And if we do, we win the game.
Yeah.
If they miss here, we win. Like, just straight up, they don't get out from under that.
Let's go Batterskull.
It can't be a creature. It has to be a burn spell. Let's hope they don't have one.
It's a lot of what their list is. 1 draw. They should fetch here.
No, they shouldn't fetch. They
the Searing Blaze. I guess that's true. I'm not a burn player. I'm trying to encourage them to lose the game. Oh, they fetch.
Oh, no.
Well, no,
this is smart. This is smart. Doing it before the draw.
Level play.
Yeah, doing it before the draw gives you the best chance to draw a burn spell, but still gives you the landfall trigger.
Neither of us saw that.
Oh, they can see!
Yeah, we got there.
So good. That's great. They know, yeah, if they miss there, it's over. Wow, into Jace. Jace would have been good too. That was awesome.
All right.
I want to know what they drew.
No, I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't care. We won.
I just don't even care. Man, yeah, then we get to just go Toski attack.
Exactly. All right. On Thin Ice seems fine here. I somewhat don't mind a path either.
Oh yeah, no, I think I like.
I don't care
Get rid of
about
Remand.
this. I don't care about this.
Jace is kind of whatever.
We can probably trim one Toski.
Sure.
You're not going to have that many creatures that
You
are
want-
probably attacking.
You want okay, so we want like 7 cards. I mean, the other force isn't the worst, but yeah, we have a lot of things.
We have 3 forces already.
I know.
I mean, I'm thinking like path to Oriox so far with the 4 cards.
I think you want all the Oriox.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the next card to take out here.
Honestly, maybe you just get rid of the Toskis and make those Gargaroths. It's 1 more mana, but it.
Okay, yeah, I can get down with that. And then like 1 spell queller out maybe. Or do we want a Teferi? No, Teferi's pretty. He's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, spell queller just. It sucks if it's a Searing Blaze in the spell queller because then it didn't really. It just stopped it for a turn, right?
Yeah.
So is that the play, or do we want to like Brazen Borrow is just a bounce? It's only a bounce. It's not blocking anything. Do you like that?
I take out spell quellers.
Okay. I think it's between the two.
No, leave the Toskis in. Leave the Toskis in. Take out spell quellers. I think spell quellers are just in this matchup.
Okay. Because this could chump block for forever. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And it plays around Eidolon a bit better than the spell queller. Yeah. Calcium, the Toski, the special art Toski is pretty sweet looking. If you haven't seen it.
I don't know how good Brazen Borrower is in this matchup, but you might not want that. I don't know.
Well, we can get Stoneforge down.
Yeah.
We draw a blue card. We can keep Batterskull kind of alive. So I think we keep this.
Yeah.
They kept 7. Stoneforges are jump blockers. Oh, Toski can't jump? My bad.
Well, it can jump the first time.
Yeah.
It's a forced attack, so the first moment it gets to block, first turn it gets to block.
Oh, we got an on thin ice. Just slap that down.
That's perfect. We did it again.
We're professionals.
Yeah. that is super ideal.
All right.
A couple of professionals.
Look at us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Sunbait Canyon, Eidolon. There it is. We have to slam the Stoneforge here, so.
The Squirrel.
Not quite at the Force world now yet that we could cast it.
Yeah, blue card would have been nice.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Toski here. That would have been pretty strong.
So it would have been a spell queller.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. That's fine, I guess. I just don't like spell queller in this matchup.
No, and I totally agree with you. At that point, it's almost better to pitch a spell queller than anything.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can
block. I guess the argument that it's a blue card.
Yep, blue over the green. So you're telling me Toski should have been a blue card?
It draws cards, yeah. I mean, it's more blue than green, though. I guess it's just as green these days.
I want a blue card here. Like, I know it doesn't work for our turn, but on their turn, it'd be great. Well, there you go. I got my wish. So we just Flooded Strand pass.
Yeah.
Maybe fetch, maybe not. 9 to 8's not that different.
This is looking pretty ideal.
Mm-hmm. As long as they don't kill it here. And even if they tried, I could protect it.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it. Or they're going to cantrip here.
I mean, that's good for us.
All right, the Helix here.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. A little sketchy because Force is going to take some damage.
It does lose life. But then that's 2 to... I mean, that's 6. We take 2, we go to 4.
See if they attack here.
I mean, yeah. Okay. End step, pop it in.
Pop it in. This is the line. And I can fetch here if I wanted to, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
because I
because
go back to 10.
well, so like if you fetch right now, 5 means force. If we force and they have a bolt, we die.
Okay.
You know. So I don't want to do anything where I'm not just attacking first.
Yeah. We'll figure out what land we do, everything. Like, this feels okay, too, if they're, like, gonna, like, block and bolt it or something. Here we go. So this is where Skullcrack, I counter this.
So you do, and if they have bolt, they win, but hope they don't have bolt.
Yep. Gotta just hope, man. Gotta hope. Well, they didn't respond to it. They didn't.
This is looking good. All right, that looks really good. I just play forest here, honestly.
Yeah, we can. It shouldn't matter.
I want access to like yeah.
Cool. That's good.
That was very good.
Super good. We can definitely even block with Batter Skull, and if they try to shoot it down, you can hook it up.
They concede.
There we go. That's the W we needed.
So, I love the games with Stoneblade versus playing blue-white control with the Stoneblade package. I love the games against Burn and Dredge compared to like when I don't have the Stoneblade package. They're so sick. They're so exciting. Batterskull
you
can
a nice
so much game in those matchups.
I wonder what Red Prison would be like if you threw in only the Stoneforge package. Just to have like sword or a Batter Skull to help you like defend. Like we've done Red Prison where we splash just the God of Destiny.
Yeah.
Which is a good life gain. And then I wonder if you put anything else in. Obviously it starts becoming more red-white, but don't you want Bridge? I'm just saying it gives you an option because you take Bridge out against Burn anyway. Like, it is the biggest misconception to leave.
I guess I've seen decks do the dedicate six sideboard slots to a Stoneforge package before.
Oh, I could just play one main and one sideboard for Karn too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it's still is nice to be able to gain life.
Oh yeah.
And then you just play Pia Kiran Alar and you throw the Batter Skull at someone. That's what you do.
Well, yeah,
Fran's just not used to
Burn. But the thing is, it's like Stoneforge isn't just good against Burn. It's giving you pressure in a lot of matchups.
Yeah.
If you want to beat Burn, play Oketra's Last Mercy and reset your life to 20. Like,
Fran's just not familiar with Glorybringer and Bridge being played. Opponent mulls to 6.
Who is, though? Yeah, right.
So this is a mull to 6 anyway. It's a decent 6.
Yeah. I mean, you're saying it's a mull to 6 because
the Batter Skull's already in
your hand. That's the thing.
You can just draw Stoneforge.
Well, you can just hard cast Batter Skull. Like, I don't think that's the right way to look at it. I think, yeah, I don't think that's the right way to look at the card. I have.
We'll keep for you.
Realized, yeah, I have realized that you just hard cast that card a lot.
Makes sense. I think it's funny that Fran's laughing at the whole Glory Bridge, considering I'm almost to this day still playing off of the winnings from that list. Just saying. Oh, all right. Eldrazi. Well,
you don't see that all that often.
Nope. Where's my Blood Moons? I'm afraid of a Thought Knot Seer right here. All right. Safe from that. 2 mana, Chalice on 1. Stops the on thin ice. I don't think I'm that afraid of that, though. You can always bounce it later.
Yeah, Chalice on one's not that big of a deal for us. We're not playing like Ops or anything like that.
Yeah. Just Mana
Like,
Leak
it's-
and Ice Fang. Getting Chalice, that would imply that it is actually impactful. Point proven. We're just gonna like
The Chalice connoisseur getting Chalice.
we're like totally fine here.
Yeah.
Like I should have flashed an Ice Fang, but yeah. Who needs that?
Eh.
Do you just I screwed up flashing an Ice Fang. Do you play Stoneforge? Just see if they'll whiff again?
Yeah. I think so.
And which
I think you put
sword
your...
do we want? The green-black one, probably?
With them missing lands, it is tempting to do the green-black one. But I guess not, right? Because they're able to just, like... They're going to have a bunch of just extra gas they can pitch in their hand.
So Sword of Fire and Ice to draw cards?
I think it's pretty close. I think you just do Fire and Ice.
Alright. I think Fire and Ice is, like, the more consistently one that you would do. Just, like, without knowing stuff.
Come on, miss.
Oh, look at that one drop.
One drop into their own Chalice?
There's that map.
There it is.
I'm not bouncing that Chalice ever now.
Yep.
All right. Well, I should have an Ice Fang in here, but we have Toski I can throw down, draw a card. We could just hold up here, I think.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna Sword plus Ice Fang counter something. Yeah. Or Batter Skull. Toski will make us discard, and that's the true flex that we need. Oh no, my opponent's not getting to play Magic here.
Yeah, which is great for us.
Oh yeah, I mean I think we.
You're just putting in Batter Skull, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine. You got scared for a moment. You scared me.
I thought, yeah.
Toski, go.
You know what? Maybe it was the other sword that we could put the sword into play, attack, and then have up Mana Leak. Because now I just never want to tap out a Mana Leak.
Yeah, I mean,
now I think I'm actually just going other Stoneforge, get the other sword. Just chilling now, though.
Let's see how
Mana Leak
terribly unoptimal I can play this game
and still win. Yeah.
Yeah. We're just trying to grind absolute incredible value and waiting for that concede. Fran's just like, why did I tune in? All right, you can dismember that. That's fine.
I'm wondering why I'm here.
You're the one that asked to be on this stream.
I know. I don't know. I like these games. I'm having a good time.
I like this too. I think we win this.
I loved that last match.
That last match.
This is what's getting me with these Blade decks. I'm having so much fun playing Blade because like so many of the games feel close and your choices matter so much.
They do.
Do you like Needle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I do, actually. I like some Damping Spheres.
I want the other Force.
Spellquote hits quite a bit.
Honestly, Elder Gargaroth just straight up
bodies the
all of their
creatures.
Smasher. Yeah, like it blocks everything. I think you're bringing that in.
I kind of want it over a Jace.
I think you want both. What sucks? Leaks kind of suck against Tron.
Not necessarily.
I'd cut some number of them.
I mean, if we're gonna bring Damping Sphere in, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at like again Brazen Borrower here. I'm thinking Jace. We can maybe do a Mana Leak. These are the first things that I see. I would take one sword out personally. Probably the Sword of Fire and Ice. Because we'll have evasive creatures.
This is a matchup where Anthen Ice, I think, is vulnerable too. Ugin, tiny Ugin, big... Yeah, tiny Ugin.
You could swap those for paths like we've done before. Do you really want 4 Force Negations here? They're not a combo deck. I don't like this.
All right, don't bring it in.
I can get behind the Elder Gargaroth.
I'm worried about the Planeswalkers. I'm worried about Karn. I'm worried about 4-mana Karn. Well, I want to be able to play my Stoneforge and then be able to stop a Karn.
I mean, we're going to be bringing in damping spheres here and stuff. I mean, like, at that point, let's bring in,
They
like...
hard cast through damping sphere is the thing. It's small Karn that I'm worried about, not big Karn.
I'm not worried about a small Karn.
Okay.
We're going to kill small Karn.
Since you can't equip... With what? We can't... You're like...
With I mean, creatures.
Yeah, so do they.
At that point, I want a Brazen Borrower back in here.
Yeah, I think Brazen Borrower was fine. Maybe get Spell Queller out. Spell Queller kind of sucks.
I like Spell Queller.
Okay.
Let's take a mana. Let's take one remand out there. All right. I like Spell Queller because Spell Queller gets rid of the Karn that you're so worried about.
I think I would have boarded a little differently, but I think this is fine.
And this hand's great.
This hand's pretty good.
We're in such disagreement, and I love it.
That's good. That's good because I think there's...
I think it's a perfect example of what we talked about at the beginning, though. The whole
different ways we would play this.
Exactly. All right. Noble, and we're just chilling here. Look at how good this Spell Queller is going to be.
Like villains. Scared of the Karn with pants. I'm scared of all Karns, let's be honest.
I don't want to play this Stoneforge.
You know what? I'm going to go grab Spike's actual... We can get his sideboard guide if we want to see what his perspective on this would be.
Okay.
Assuming it's still this up-to-date list. Like, if the list we're playing is the same one here. Let me see.
I bet we are.
I have the guide. Two-Path, Elder, or... Okay, yeah, this is the same one. E-Tron. Alright, do you want to hear how he would do E-Tron?
Sure.
Out 1 on Thin Ice, 2 Mana Leak, 1 Spell Queller, 1 Teferi, 1 Jace. Bring in Force of Negation, 2 Elder Gargoros, 3 Damping Spheres. That's kind of like what I was saying. Bring in the Force, take out Spell Queller, trim on Mana Leaks. Kind of the same idea.
This works, right? Spell Queller did this on a Cavern.
Yeah, Spell Queller is exiling. He doesn't care about countering.
I'm just double checking before I make a
Which is why it's always the worst with Verdict and Spirits.
Man, I hate that this comes into play tapped.
Yeah.
You just want a Stoneforge here? I mean, we're just going to attack, but do you want a Stoneforge or do you want to, like, instant speed Ice Fang or bounce something?
Stoneforge sounds pretty good here. Stoneforge for, like, a Feast and Famine. Because then we have a nice evasive threat that then next turn we can, like, Feast and Famine in play, attack over a Reality Smash. Like, if they're plays Reality Smash this turn, right?
I like that. Yeah. Since we have the evasive threat here.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't have something that just, like
kills it, like Dismember here.
Yeah, Baby Karn would suck.
Baby Karn's fine because we have Brazen Borrower. I mean, like, not immediately, but okay. I think I'm okay with this because we just jam Toski, right? Swing over and gain draw or line. They're going to take Sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now you can just slam Toski and attack in the air.
Yeah, I think we can.
It's okay. I'm a little scared, but they missed their land drop.
I'm a little scared, but this blocks so well.
I would have grabbed an island there, but we have this Brazen Borrower in our hand, and Noble's the only other source of blue.
We'll get a blue land, don't worry. Look, Squirrels come in packs. Squirrels come in packs. A little Radiant Fountain here. I mean, like, worst thing here is what? Reality Smasher? Maybe. Blocking Squirrel. Yes, I am determined that Squirrel will block something. I don't care what everyone tells me, this won't block. It's gonna happen. Another thought not? Alright, take whatever you want. I mean, next turn I think I just want to play double Ice Fang, honestly, and just draw the world. Draw the world.
Would have been sick if we had the sword. Sword, attack, get the trigger, put in both Ice Fangs, untap the lands.
Ooh.
That's interesting. That's not that good. I mean, you're just hitting the air. Oh, I guess you're hitting both.
Yeah. So they block, but I draw. I think I just play the Damping Sphere down because it's going to stop a Reality Smash if that's what they have.
Well,
right?
Do you want to? Okay, so now that we drew that, play an Ice Fang first. Then we could play Damping Sphere. Then we could play another Ice Fang on their turn.
Yeah.
And then we draw 1,000 cards next turn if we attack.
We'll do it this way too. There we go.
Yeah,
Make it look like
they can't do this is good.
Damping Sphere is
it's fine. It's not you. If you have it in your board, you still bringing it against them. They still have Tron lands. It still messes with Eldrazi Temple. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine.
Look, this isn't that scary. They're gonna go get like bridge here or something.
But you kind of see where I'm at with like the forces, right? Like I do think forces.
We have 3 of them.
Wow, they just concede.
Concede. Garbage.
What? Because they're just dead. They are just dead to that Toski. Like that Toski's drawing us. I guess they don't know about this other Ice Fang though. I'm kind of surprised they conceded there.
I mean, we would draw into these because of the hits and stuff.
Zale says I'm in full dad mode. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I mean, probably true, but I still don't know what it means. Wow, I can't believe they conceded there. They just couldn't beat the indestructible Squirrel.
That's because Karn's not that good, says the prison player. What have I been doing recently? Cutting Karn.
What are your impressions of the Squirrel so far? Like, because that's the card that is.
I'm getting ready to play Piakir Nalar and Toski Prison. 1/1s and
so
Thopters and draw cards, and then slam with Glorybringer.
Well, you got me with the thinking about Lingering Souls and Toski.
Talk to KO Diamonds. He'll hook you up. Do a collaboration there. He'll be happy to do that. This is a keep. This is perfectly balanced.
It's a good hand.
It's a great hand. You want? All right. Let me ask you this: would you fetch here, or are you gonna snow-covered forest noble, or do you want to fetch like a breeding pool or something? Because I've screwed up this all this time.
I think you just go Forest Noble. I'm laughing at the fact that Corey just said the issue with me with the whole dad thing is that I can't throw down on a grill. Do I own a pair of sandals? I don't. I've always been a flip-flop guy if I'm going to wear an open-toed shoe.
Open toes. Teferi or hold up? I kind of want a Teferi here. What's up, Marauder Otter?
Into them just going planes, I'm slamming Teferi a billion %.
And where's my Hollow Fountain? There it is. Wow. I think it's an uptick here.
Oh my god, Marauder Otter. I love that name.
Isn't it a great name?
That's a really good name. What color sneakers? Black. I have like...
Okay.
They're just like blacked out Vans.
Oh, you have Vans. Alright, we're balanced. And we're going to draw crazy stuff. We're going to Toski this turn. You ready?
Yep.
Alright. But do we fetch first? That's your call. You have to decide. Is Toski on top or do we fetch for the Toski?
He's on top.
Alright. Right here.
That's not that bad of a draw though, so I'm fine with it. I just go land.
I think the guy on the thin ice there, I think that's Toski.
Yep.
I kind of want to just like remand and mana leak here.
Yeah, I'm just not doing. Yeah, I'm just passing back. That's a dad shoe.
What's a Vans is a dad shoe? I wear Vans. All right, are you remanding this or are you saying goodbye to this?
I'm mana leaking it, I think.
Okay, I'm good with that. Thoughtseize, remand the Thoughtseize.
Maybe we wanted to draw a card there, but I don't think so. I think it's fine. Just go grab like a breeding pool or something.
I'm gonna. Oh, I need. Yeah, all right, breeding pool. I'm like, what do I need? You need to be able to cast Toski, right? That's not Toski.
That's a good draw, though.
That's a good draw. It's not Toski though.
Probably just attack.
Yep. Pass turn. We're in the driver's seat now, but someone's gonna say we can't, lose, and then we'll just flood.
I've worked in the shoe industry for 18 years. Trust me, all black Vans are dad shoes.
Okay. Then I gotta say what my other shoe is. So
I'm missing one big factor of being a dad, which is being a dad, which is the child part. No, that just no. Oh, okay.
Draw. See what else I have here. Just make it look like I'm like trying to find an answer here, and then when we blank, they'll be like, "Oh, I can play something." Ooh, Portsmouth. Thank you for the Prime Gaming. All right, little Donnie. I have a few shoes, but one of my favorite shoes is a black and white Puma with red accents.
Oh, that's such a dad shoe.
What are you talking about?
That is massively.
I'm ignoring you.
I think my dad has those shoes.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm fairly sure my dad owns.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tempting. Oh, you just do Stoneforge and Toski here.
Oh, yeah.
Toski first, though.
Yeah.
And attack, just in case we draw something else. But slam Toski, attack with... this is just insanity.
And they can't path. It's great. They can't path. It's great.
You don't have to be
not a dad shoe. See? The dad says it's a dad shoe.
The dad.
I'm like tempted to find it for you just to show you what it looks like. All right, let's play Stoneforge here and get a just the sword of Feast and Famine. Yeah, that seems.
Fire and Ice is insane against them. I take Fire and Ice against mono white. It's just insane.
But I'm really enjoying this whole drawing cards. All right, I can have 6.
Yeah, Fire and Ice draws cards. That's one of the modes on Fire and Ice, right? Then we're drawing cards and pinging off their dahlias and whatnot.
Let me try to find these Puma shoes. It's funny that I'm searching for them, but I could literally go into the other room and pick them up. They look like this, but they're not that. I don't know what the opponent's doing. I'm looking for shoes. What they play? Dahlia. Whatever. Whatever.
You know what's really good against Dahlia? Fire.
And ice?
Yes.
Are they still
like we get to just slap this sword onto Ice Fang and they lose this game.
And that's what we're doing here. Ta-da.
And you can wait, hold on. You can on thin ice. Do you want to on thin ice so that they don't get the block on Toski?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it because then I can search.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Because then it's like they lose the Thalia or they just get pinged in the face. I get this might be kind of spewing the on thin ice, but
spew.
Oh, I would have bounced the Aether Vial there.
No, everything. This is a professional play. Are you worried? You look worried. You need to
I'm not worried. I just definitely would have done that.
I feel like I can control the matchup now. I've leveled up to Blade Apprentice. And this is where you're the blacksmith master just watching me fan the flames. You're like, we're going to lose the entire shop here. Now I get to do 2 damage to them. Draw cards, win game. Man, I'm so greedy. Look, I can hit the F6 button. We can just have a conversation. I can't find the shoes online. There's too many red, white, and black shoes in Puma.
I mean, you said it yourself. They're in the other room.
They are. It's too far away.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I've lived that life before.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
living that life now.
it's like 80 feet away.
Yeah, they're just never getting out from under this sword.
We're just good. All right, so we got
I
like
guess
basically
they
taxes.
would have to have what's it called? Apparition. Apparition would have been. Oh, here, let me see if that's in the. It is. It is. Oh, do you want to hear?
No, we're gonna guess first, then we can look at it. We'll give ourselves to the minute. So to me, force and negation is not very good.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely take all of those out.
And I think Pithing Needle obviously can come into name Aether Vial. That's like your answer. I think Path to Exile makes perfect sense here because there's such a creature heavy list. To me, maybe like you cut either a sword or maybe like a remand or something to get the 4 and the 4. That's what I'm thinking, and I don't know if I want these or not.
Yeah, you're close. There's one factor I think you're missing, which does reflect in the way he boards. This is a really risky matchup to have on Thin Ice.
Because of the Skyclave operation.
Because they have 4 Ghost Quarters.
Oh, they have the Ghost Quarters. That's
4
true.
Ghost Quarters, Skyclave apparitions. They are ready to destroy a land. So I'll tell you how he has it. The forces for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 on Thin Ices.
Yeah.
3 forces, 2 on Thin Ices out.
And
bring it.
2 path, 2 Pithing, and what then? 2
paths. It says bring in 12 Pithing Needles, but I believe it is 2 path, 2 needle, and 1 Gargaroth.
He really likes his Gargaroth.
I think Gargaroth, it's nice here. Again, it's kind of like in Eldrazi Tron, where it's like, you know, if you get to the point of the game where you can play that, it is going to dominate the board. They don't have anything that's going to get through that. Other than something with a Sword of Feast and Famine. But I think it makes sense.
Okay. I just think it's so interesting. I wouldn't overvalue this beast personally, but maybe that's just because I haven't seen it do a lot. And it's probably because in my perspective of the game, it's always locked behind a bridge or it's not being cast and they're doing other things to us. And that's probably the only reason I undervalue it. I can see its value if it I mean, I guess it dodges Skyclave, which is a big bonus.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like they have to have Path or have some stuff going on with Sword. Ugh. Too bad. This has so many nice elements in it.
Yeah, it has Squirrel.
It has Noble. Like it's got on Thin Ice, it's got removal, it's got our best offensive things, but
yeah, it's the Hearthstone hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and then this is the opposite.
We got to throw this one back too.
I think so, yeah.
We can do better.
Oh, stop it! Do you just keep it? You're on the draw, and it actually has some pretty good elements. If you do just get there, you just like put back Remand and a Stoneforge, maybe, or maybe the Spellqueller.
Let's do Remand and Stoneforge. Let's try it. We do have to hit a land, obviously. Nice. Nice. Come on. Obviously, name just Aether Vial here. Maybe they kept a 1-lander.
Maybe. The fools they would have to be.
Here comes the Ghost Quarter, right?
I mean, that'd be fun.
No one.
Oh, you got him! You got him! Oh, it's so good.
And we get... You want to just get a Batterskull, right?
I think here it's just Batterskull, yeah.
Because you want the extra creature if we miss here.
I think so. Mm-hmm. I always just want Fire Access. Wow. Missed one more time. One more time, this game's over.
All right, they did hit. Oh, come on. We want to make it a game. Here comes Thalia.
Want to make it a game. Never want to make it a game.
What are you talking about? You want to make it a game. Oh, Phyrexian Revoker.
Oh, that's annoying. They did the same play back to us.
I mean, like, it's annoying, but, like, not.
Okay, good draw.
That's a great draw. Well, I'm slamming in with Stoneforge.
Yeah.
And you just spell Queller, what, like...
Anything.
Anything?
Or play Iceman.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Because we're gonna just get to Batterskull at some point, like you said. All right, I'm feeling the Batterskull this game. From the what, one lander? On our way. Here comes the Skyclave trying to get rid of the Pithy Needle. Do I care about that?
Okay. You can maybe let this resolve.
And do Ice Fang.
They're gonna attack, and then you just Spell Queller, block, and now your Stoneforge is on. If they attack, they might not attack, and if they don't attack, then you just play Ice Fang.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play an Ice Fang. I don't think I'm that worried about this Thalia. I need what? Forest.
Yeah.
I'm like, what color?
Hold on now.
Make sure I click the right land here. That's a great card. That's a great card.
That is a better card.
They're all great cards. We only played 75 great cards.
Yeah.
Now we just play that Blue Mage instant speed always on their turn. And then when you're at F&M, you forget whose turn it is because you're so deep into the stack. Don't have the turn arrow or something. You need like a dice with a turn arrow on it.
Yeah.
This is fine. Whatever. I'm not jumping in front of this yet.
No. Not in front of the Thalia.
Doesn't.
I would jump in front of the other, but not.
Oh yeah, the Revoker certainly. This is just counter with a Spell Queller, or do we want a Mana Leak plus Ice Fang here?
I kind of like Mana Leak. Oh, you can't Thalia.
Oh, Thalia's here, yeah. So it is Mana Leak or Spell Queller.
I think you use the Leak though. Yeah, I use the Leak here. Because then that's not something I want to have under a Spell Queller to just get like dominated by if they have a removal spell.
Yeah, because it coming back
then our
would
board's just gone. Like...
True. The value that they would get out of that. I'm gonna get a Breeding Pool here.
It's just so like we're getting to the point where Leak's just gonna be stink anyways. Ooh,
this is pretty. Just slam that and continue on our path to victory. Whoa! Slam!
Hated that noise.
What are you talking about? That's the sound of victory coming.
I don't like victory. Apparently. Apparently I am not a fan of victory.
Alright. Now we have to counter it.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Just continue to fight the Skyclaves here. They're just trying to unlock the Pithy Needle. Yeah. And they can't path here because of Thalia. Toski?
Toski.
What? What? I let that go because they can path.
Yeah, but why?
I don't want to. They'll
path
after.
Oh, they can path if we block. Yeah.
I'll take them too.
Okay, so this super says that they have path, so we need to keep that in mind. Right, like this is obviously they have path.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do?
I mean, we could slam Batterskull and just attack with Spell Queller. We can try to draw into a counter spell. I could attack with everything at this point.
They couldn't path there? They could if we blocked. That was the thing. If we blocked with Spell Queller, we're killing Thalia. The reason why they attacked Thalia in there was so that they could then path. It had to be. I can't imagine why else they would attack there.
Yeah. I think I want to get this Batterskull down and just attack for 3 in the air.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay.
Because Batterskull is very safe from the incoming Skyclave.
Right.
I mean, unless you think we're going to top deck something crazy here.
Well, I mean, our sickest draw is like Fire and Ice or something. Probably.
I think the Batterskull presents just a better next turn.
That's fine.
It's castable. We're not trying to Ice Fang into something. This like gives us 2 very, very bad threats for them to deal with. Like they're like Batterskull is really bad for them and avoids this. Obviously, Path here unlocks Aether Vial.
Yeah.
Danta,
I don't think you understand what we're saying. We know Path is 2 mana. That's why they were attacking with Thalia, so that we would block it with the Spell Queller, killing Thalia.
Killing Thalia, and
then
they unlock their path.
Yeah. We're trying to understand why they would attack with the Thalia. It was clearly to get us to bait the block.
Yeah, we're assuming a known card here now that we have path and 2 unknowns. And if they use path here, then they only have 3 mana after. They Skyclave here, and they could have another 3-drop like Flicker Wisp, Skyclave, Archon, stuff like that.
Oh, Archon. That's a card, man. I haven't seen Archon in a long time.
It's true. Their lands are killing them. At this point, with the 6 here and just putting this here.
That's actually a good point.
So there's the path. We'll obviously fetch. Get a little more blue. Okay, they get Queller, or they get the thing under Queller. And this is where Germ is just super safe here, and that path almost had to hit Germ, but they can't do that because Batterskull would just attach. So Aether Vial.
That's kind of scary. Into like a Flicker Wisp play or something.
Yeah.
Or another Apparition.
Ooh.
Do you just start off by playing that and bouncing the Aether Vial to force action, see what they have?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
It's that, yeah. I mean, I think so. I'm afraid of what that represents now. And I kind of want to just know. Yeah. I just want to know what that Aether Vial is about to do.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we can attach to Ice Fang here. Something tells me I have another Skyclave or Flicker Wisp.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. That's why I'm worried about that. That's why I want to just like see what's going on. You know,
costs us extra mana, but I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think so.
This is worth the information.
Ice Fang.
Yeah.
We're very close to closing out this game. I just want to see what's happening. Oh, is it another path? Oh.
No, they just took a damage, so now they don't have any spells here that they can cast.
Yeah, now we know.
So it's only Aether Vial. I'm going to bounce it and see how it happens.
Yeah, I think that's the bounce move.
Mm-hmm. I think so. We can't really interact with whatever they bring in, and this gives us the best things for blockers. They just fake it.
Oh, it was nothing. Interesting. All right, well, now you just send... Do you just go 2 in the air? Or do you attack with the Germ here too?
2 in the air because of the silent clearings here, I think.
Yeah.
And then we play another Ice Fang.
Yeah.
We're playing around a lot of things here. Germ gaining 4 isn't doing us anything here. Try to win.
Well, that was equipping to the Ice Fang. But I don't think that's worth it. I think it's too easy for them to get out of that.
And that vial is just never coming back here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be relevant again.
They tap one of these silent clearings, they're dead to the Ice Fang in the air. Okay. Cantripping, they're looking. Like at this point, what you could do... No, that won't work. Giver. Okay. So we just win here now?
Yeah.
Whee!
Wahoo!
Because it can't path. We can now move the Batterskull because we have the Teferi. Or we can... I don't know.
Draw a mana leak and just definitely kill them. Now you just... Yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
They can't do anything here.
We're one short. Oh yeah, of course.
They can't. Teferi.
Classic Teferi.
Channeling my
how
inner
easy
Martin.
It is to forget how.
I know. I'm learning this card so much better. Nice. Take that draw. Got there.
Mm-hmm. Feeling good.
Feeling pretty good.
Feeling good about these matches.
They're coming together. All right.
2-0-2-0-2-0.
Now, Spider and KO, they did the 4-0 to the loss. Is this harder to get the 4-1 to match it? Or is it just destiny here?
Look, I'm just glad we're positive no matter what. I'm not here to compare myself to anyone.
That's fine. Everyone else is here to compare to you.
Yeah. Sure. I'm here to just have a good time and try to have a positive record, and we've already got that locked. What more could you ask for? I guess an even more positive record.
Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah.
4-1.
You got me there.
4-1, and I will open one honorary chest for you.
Yes.
There you go.
Well, we already have a chest you're just getting, so.
Yeah, but we're not opening that one. It's got to be only a 4-1.
Wow.
Pressure.
I feel cheated.
You feel cheated? Let's play first.
I'm over here like already celebrating the one chest that I thought I was gonna get to see open.
Well, what do you think of this
So
hand?
when we 4-1, you mean we're opening 5 chests, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's great. Honestly, any hand that's a turn 2 Teferi, it's so good.
And you want to get a basic, or do you want to get, because remember, I screwed up mana searching earlier.
Yeah, basic force, I guess, fine. And then you can like maybe shock with the other one. We'll see.
I've got this sweet older forest here. Got to use it with the little runes.
Are those runes?
I don't know. Little symbols.
Oh,
Kirkinator. Thanks for extending through April. Hope that's not April Fool's. It's coming up.
Got him. Oh, that is coming up.
It is.
Oh my god. Island, Serum Visions, and you get to just slam a Teferi. My head's gonna explode. What are they playing? Oh, they're playing one of the best islands in the game. Just saying.
This is a very sweet island. I will not
lie.
I
have 2 foils of it, and I wish I had more. I would. It was almost my choice for my commander deck. I was very close to going with that island.
Oh,
it's Storm? Well, that means the Teferi is good. And they're going to try to go off from here is interesting.
I'm scared.
Please pass. Please don't. Okay.
Like, this is okay, because I can on...
I didn't realize... Oh my god, I zoned out. I didn't even realize... You down-ticked there.
Yeah, I down-ticked.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have down-ticked.
Well, I kind of feel good about down-ticking, but...
You like down-ticking there?
Yeah, I do now.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not the blue mage. Just got excited. I got played Teferi and card value. I'm addicted.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I value the cards so highly. I guess maybe I play maybe a little overly safe with it. We saw Island Serum Visions, which I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, I guess I should have guessed Storm, but I definitely would have guessed a Lightning Bolt deck. I would have thought it'd be like some kind of...
Are we gonna appreciate this card for a moment?
Oh, they played an old border one.
Yeah, the Time Spiral remastered.
That's nice.
That is nice.
I was very excited about my scoop up today, because they are all very expensive. I am shocked at how expensive all of these old borders are.
Play on the same land.
Oh man, that's a good mountain too. No, it's risky putting it on the same land, right?
I want to though.
Yeah, they were all super expensive, and I was just like a hawk watching Sigil of an Empty Throne, and the lowest they were getting was 30, and there were a ton of them up there for 30.
And you
then
snagged that one.
That one went up for $12, and I was like, "It's mine! Like, I'm taking it now."
Immediately.
Will it go lower? Maybe, but that is low enough for me that I was just like, "Get my Sigil right now! I need that card."
Nice. Yeah, I got to start looking for a few cards that
Which ones have your eye?
Well, Chalice of the Void.
Those are expensive. Even non-foils, I think they're kind of pricey, but
we're repealing a Noble Hierarch here. I kind of want to just put in the Brazen Borrower here and then replay the Noble Hierarch, because I think we need to win this.
Yeah, I don't hate that here.
And just float blue, let them do their thing here. I want On to Nice to resolve.
I'm kind of curious how much those chalices are going for.
I haven't even looked yet.
I'm about to. We're going to find out.
Go ahead.
I bet the foils are $1 bazillion.
Yeah, I'm not getting foils. My Power Person list is not even foiled.
Foils are 230. Non-foils are 28. That's not bad.
No, that's good.
That's not bad at all.
We good.
$30 for a non-foil.
I need a play set, but
Yeah, but you know, could have been worse.
all right. Do you want to slam down like something specific here? Oh, they're gonna counter this or remand it.
Remand, if anything. Probably Feast and Famine.
This is
Feast
a
and
good
Famine
looking
attacking
card
their resource. They need a critical mass of cards, and if you're just knocking a card out of their hand every turn.
until it's the Past in Flames.
Yeah, but
I'm scared. Hold my hand.
you're killing them in like 2 turns. So, like, I guess if you get the Fire and Ice, you kill them no. Well, because okay, you're hitting for 4, 6.
Donnie has one for me. A chalice.
Yeah, Donnie opened a box today.
Oh.
His foil was cranial plating, unfortunately.
Might have to have a chat. It's good to tap the 2, colors that worked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I put on Noble Hierarch, right? And attack with both. It's a little more damage. It's 5 versus 4.
No, so you're hitting for 6. You have Exalted.
Oh, yeah. What am I talking
and
about?
wherever you put the sword wouldn't add more damage. If you're putting it on a 0 power guy. Where was this math coming from? Where are you pulling these numbers out of?
My brain's losing it.
Yeah, it's just getting a little loose. It's okay.
They get rid of a remand here. They're at 7. Gifts and given. They're gonna have to go for it here. Prison player.
Yeah,
man.
they pretty much have to.
We only need 1 or 2. We gotta add to 2 or 4. That's it. Exactly. I need a Sorcerer's Spyglass too, actually. All right, so
you just put the rituals in the bin, right? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, and they have the. Well, we don't know if they have the.
No, they have the land. Like if you put the rituals in the bin, they go land, Pass in Flames, ritual, Manamorphose, ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Are we just gonna lose here?
I think we just lose. I think they don't. I still think you put the rituals in there.
So they have to burn most of this mana. They'll have 3 blue.
Look at all these old. I didn't realize how many cards in Storm got old border. Pass in Flames, Remand, Repeal.
I don't know.
Brawl. I got so many old borders in this deck.
I need 1 more turn, opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, they put it on red. Okay. Past in Flames. Let's see how many they can do here. They can just like ritual, Grave Shot, Remand, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what they do here.
At 13, that's just.
Oh, they play Brawl. Manamorphose. Grape Shot. Remand. Grape Shot.
We got. That was close though. I mean, I don't think a decision we make there changes that,
Yeah. I don't think so. Because I didn't really. I fetched a few times, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even Xaxes, right? Like, they could have cast more spells.
Yeah, they definitely could have. All right, so what are we doing here?
Definitely Veils.
Mm-hmm.
Great 1 mana counter gifts is amazing. Yeah, I mean, I liked all the cards you pulled up.
Yeah, that's what I like.
How I would approach it. What do we not like here? Probably cutting some of the bigger, slower stuff, right?
Like
probably don't need Jace.
Jace, maybe a Toski.
Yeah, Ice Fangs, fine-ish.
You need to kill them.
you need to kill them, and it is nice that you get to like hold up interaction plus if they don't do anything, Ice Fang, but it also doesn't hit that hard. It is only a 1/1.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Spell Quellers better, than Ice Fang here.
Does Brazen Bar? I mean, I guess the tempo's out them a little bit. Maybe
I
we're
like.
supposed to kill
I
just
think,
all Toskies here.
yeah, I think you get rid of the Brazen too. Maybe like you have to Fairy to bounce things like Arya or whatever if they're on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is pretty close to what I want to probably do. Maybe one Remand out.
Maybe. I maybe would swap out an Ice Fang instead of a Remand.
Okay.
Maybe you just do like this.
All right. What's Spike say?
He doesn't have Storm on here.
And what?
Yeah. We've got Hammer Time, Tron, 2 different variants of Shadow.
So we have to win this one on our own?
Yeah. I know. Training wheels are off.
That's okay. He probably just didn't post it. He was probably influenced by the Wizard's Blood. No deck list, no sideboard guides. There you go.
Yeah, what's going on with that? That's like a thing happening, right?
Oh,
they're not posting anything.
It's honestly just probably like something that got promoted to production in their servers, and it's just like out of sync. Happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm bummed out. I had 2 like really weird 5-0s that I was really hoping to get published.
I think we're good with this.
Yeah, it's got nice pieces of disruption for what they're doing on the play, so we can like try to mana leak a Dorcas.
That's Crady Kirkinator. Some value. All right, you want to get the green or do you want to get the extra blue here for the force? Just hard cast the force later. I mean, I guess we see what we draw, but
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the green. A green it is.
I'll just do it now.
48 hours later, not a single Pringled foil. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, sometimes they take a little bit longer than that, but that's good. I would love to hear that these are flat. There's some other ones that are going to be more expensive for me that I eventually want to get, like Path to Exile is looking really expensive.
Even more Path? Yeah.
I would like one of those.
Also, I'm not countering any of these cantrips.
You're not what?
I'm not countering any of these cantrips. We got to hit an important spell.
No. Yeah.
We will.
Cantrips are fine.
Throw down Ice Fang, though?
Oh, yeah.
Into the Remand?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a remand? Yeah, totally.
Okay.
If that gets remanded, I'm happy. Interesting. You can either have double spell. I actually kind of like playing the noble here.
I like getting in.
We still have leak or remand with force up if we have to. It doubles our clock, gets us a little ahead on mana. I like playing it here. Like the other option is having both remand and leak up, but
I think it's fine to have just the 2 here. Okay. So mana leak and then force protect from their remand. Hope it's not double spell snare.
Yeah.
Because we don't really want this to be hanging around.
We're not playing spell snare.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Storm just doesn't play that card.
I mean, I guess
they play Remand and Mystical Dispute. Those are the ones they'd be worried about.
So if it's a Mystical Dispute here, would you do the force or do you just plan on thin ice it?
I would just plan on thin icing it.
You could force and then sword cast
force
and
hits so much more, whereas on thin ice is literally only going to deal with this guy.
This creature.
Yeah.
So we're almost okay if they remand here, then we just let it roll to the graveyard or to the battlefield. Yeah, I like this.
Like their turn's over if they remand, and then we just hit them with the on thin ice. If they dispute, then they have 1 more mana, and then they could start maybe doing some ritual things. That gets a little bit. Ooh, they're just gonna clear our board. That kind of sucks, but I'm not forcing it.
You don't want to. You just want to lose our board here.
I don't think we can afford to force it. I need so many cards in my EDH deck. It's not, so like I did too. I had a longer list. Now I've kind of wheeled that list in now that I've seen the prices of the cards. I really anticipated it being a cheaper thing, but apparently, I mean, they are just way more rare than I thought they were. Like, I want Banishing Light, like medium version of Oblivion Ring, and it's like $40. Like I can't. It's like $45.
It's tough to justify that, yeah.
Like how can I justify paying $45 for a Banishing Light?
All right, do we want to let them start going here? I mean, I guess I have to.
I think so. I'm not. I don't.
We're just not doing anything until they play a meaningful spell.
Past in Flames, Gifts Ungiven. That's more where we want to be pointing these.
Yeah.
I don't know what I wish. I wish we had another blue card in our hand. I think that would make me feel a lot safer.
We'll get there.
Yeah. I'm really concerned because they paused for a really long time when thinking about that Baral, which makes me think that they do have the... Yikes.
Well, it's 2 less if I force it here.
Yeah.
Then I can on thin ice one.
Okay.
They have a lot of cards left in their hand.
Yeah, that's the issue, that they still have 4 cards, so like this is like a mini go, but then they can kind of just like get things going again.
I think I have to.
Preventing 2 goblins might be worth enough.
Well, it also gets it out of the graveyard in case they pass in flames me next turn.
Yeah.
It's a lot of goblins. Okay. Well, we can gain enough life if we like Stoneforge Batterskull.
Yeah.
Are we on thinning icing one of these? Probably not at this point.
I don't think we need to yet. I think I don't know if this is like worth it, but I feel like we're supposed to chill in case there's like a mana dude. I don't know. Ooh, Donnie, that's nice.
You want the Batterskull because we want to gain life? Or do you want to try to draw out of this?
We want to... No. We need... The Batterskull just like halts this board.
I don't like our position. Let's just say that.
I'm more afraid of the cards in their hand than their board state. I think the board state's fine. It's the 4 cards in hand that I'm more concerned about.
So this goes because we're not going to remand this. I mean, everything's so cheap now.
Kirk, that's a really good point. Like, there's a lot of sweet stuff to get from this set, but Modern Horizons 2 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And that could have some seriously important staples, you know.
That's true.
If you're an avid Modern player, there's a really good chance there's going to be some very important and potentially very expensive pickups from that set.
All right, we begin with an on thin ice, I think, here.
Yeah.
Clear.
Oh yeah, those Strixhaven alt arts. Oh my goodness. Oh, that demonic tutor. Salundi Vision. Okay. So, I think it just happens.
Yeah. Stuff like this, just I feel like we're just gonna get buried here.
Oh.
Nice.
Can't do anything about it, right?
Oh yeah.
You can remake that, I guess, and they just like
do it again later. Am I then jamming like both sword and Batterskull here? Like plays sword now?
I think so. Maybe.
Then I don't have remand up.
Nah, yeah, but how good is remand at this point? Look how much mana they have.
True. So we just need to commit to the board.
I think so. Oh, Zigo, the ops are so cool. I'm excited to see the rest of those. The Japanese art style promo alternate art things are wild.
Wizards been doing pretty good with the promo alternate art stuff recently.
I am super torn because I hate them in theory, or in like I hate.
Yeah.
I want my magic cards to look like magic cards. I love these old ones, these old border direction, because it's like, oh, that's cool. They're magic cards. If anything, these are more magic cards to me. But these other ones, I want to dislike them and like I wouldn't use them. I guess I shouldn't say I want to dislike them. I wouldn't use them because they don't look like magic cards to me. However, they look dope. Like they don't look like magic cards, but they look sick. So it's got me very, very torn.
I'll shoot this. That to me is fine.
Oh yeah, I love the swords. Oh, the swords to plowshare looks so good. But again, it's just like they're gorgeous as cards, but it just magic.
I need to look at them again. Like obviously,
really,
I see them as reasons.
Honestly, they look so good. All of them do. I think all of those alternate arts look great. The swords, I think my favorite's the demonic tutor, but the swords is up there too. It's beautiful. And they actually just recently did Magus of the Moon. Have you seen that one?
I don't like the Magus of the Moon art.
You don't like the Magus of the Moon?
Nope, not at all. It's too far away, and it doesn't feel like it's like over top of you. It's not like aggressive. It's such a passive approach to the art.
I think it's sick. What alternates were so in Strixhaven they have the showcase of Strixhaven, which is very, I don't understand why this is the showcase for Strixhaven. It's not even really showcase, but it's like a bunch of.
I'm just doing my thing, by the way. I'm smashing
while
you recap everything. If you're watching the game, I'm just smashing till I find something.
Yes. So it's not quite showcase because it's not cards that are in the set. It's like things like Swords to Plowshare and Demonic Tutor and like some really powerful cards, and they all got alternate art that is in like a traditional Japanese art style, I think is the idea.
Yeah, like,
and they are wild.
If you
like,
think of a painting,
really good.
You're painting like with the lettering down the left side and that old style. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
They look really cool.
This wasn't a bad pickup. My opponent's semi-flooding out here.
Definitely not a bad pickup because one of their best, I think that just owns one of their best draws.
Yeah.
Which is gifts. The fact that that's just perfect against gifts is great here. Yeah, the Demonic Tutor is like one of the coolest cards I think I've ever seen. Like it is. I mean, I think I could say that about a couple of them that I've seen. I think the Swords is awesome too. I love the Swords to Plowshare. Also, what's up, Spider?
Spider.
It almost makes me regret my judge. I mean, yeah, it is. The Demonic Tutor is absurd. Oh, it's such a good draw. Oh my god, we're drawing out of this like pretty bad spot.
It's been rough for a while here. We might have a remand.
I wouldn't
dispute.
Hey.
They have one card left, so just pay it.
Just pay and leave up the green. Oh, you have Noble too.
Yeah, I have Noble too.
Pay and leave up the green. It's tempting
to attach. They have one card.
No, you have to equip. I think if they have gifts here, it's maybe you have to just attack, and then they just block. But maybe you can't tap out of this veil.
I don't think I can tap out.
Okay, just attack. Just attack.
Like this indicates I have some sort of version of a counterspell, and I think gifts is the only thing that just wrecks us here.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing that gets them out of it.
Yeah. So I just yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice,
wow.
nice.
I can't believe we won that one.
I can't either. We gotta win one more. One more. That was good.
Any changes here?
This is what like I love the pressure that Stoneforge packages give you against these matchups like Storm. It's just kind of what I was saying against like Dredge and Burn and whatnot too, right? Especially Dredge. This reminds me a lot of the Dredge matchup where it's like when I'm normally playing blue-white, I feel like I get run over by these unless, you know, I can have all the interaction, but I just don't have like the closeout.
Yeah.
Stoneforge is so sick at closing out against these decks.
It just gives you like, that extra push you need.
Dredge never beats a Batterskull with a sword on it. Like it's just awesome.
I think we're sending it back.
Yeah, I think I like how we've boarded.
Do you
things.
think there's any value to Oriarch Champion because you could gain life. No,
No, I don't think so.
We don't want to gain life. Just
No.
batter skull life.
Yeah, they deal. They just no.
All right, got one more to go. They do have a braid, so that's their out to damping sphere. Well, it's a double spell queller. It's pressure.
I like this. Noble into double spell queller is I think pretty good. Spell queller is a great piece of interaction in this matchup, right? Like, I don't hate that.
No.
I think I prefer the other sword in this matchup, but I don't hate that.
I mean, this one's all right because it stops like gut shot hitting our creatures and stuff. So there is that. Oh,
that's good. I'm definitely tempted to just play that. It would suck if they just snap a braid it though. But if we pass back, they play a land and then pass back. Then it's like, what do we do?
I think I'm in alignment with you just to play this.
Yeah.
Like, it forced them to have something right here, and then we'll just have the spell callers online from here on out.
And then just, like, attack with a noble, I guess.
Exactly. Get in for the one here.
You can, or you can, like, try to represent something, but...
I like this.
Maybe just actually having the clock is
better. Okay. I'm good with that.
Okay. This deck doesn't have any graveyard hate in the sideboard, huh? I guess the idea is that it can beat these graveyard decks without having graveyard hate.
We'll find out. Let's just say that.
Only time will tell.
They're passing back here. This is a gift that they have.
So we're gonna draw Veil.
I wish we drew.
I mean, Spell Queller's pretty good.
It deals with it, so
yeah.
We're just attacking, passing the turn again.
Yeah.
Got him down to 15 with just the noble.
Yeah, Spider. He might be right.
Ooh.
On our end step.
I think we let this go.
Yeah, that just happens.
Because then the next spell is just that much more expensive, so they can't do gifts here.
See you, Spider.
And let the opt go too. Take care, Spider. Yeah, I think there's better things to counter.
I very rarely counter Manamorph.
We're at the point where I can double spell queller now. So do you leave double spell queller? Or do you try to put a sword down?
No. I leave up double spell queller. But I'm gonna play one at their end step if they don't do anything.
That makes well. I mean, if we play one at the end step, then Damping Sphere prevents us from playing the other one.
Oh, so we actually don't have double spell.
This is good though.
There you go.
So
you can hit this one. Is there? I would use the noble.
May I gotta
can you reasonably just pay for it?
Yeah, I can pay for this. I think I mean I have to, right?
Well, Neon, we have blue under noble, but I still think you should use noble there, just in case they go okay. Ends that like that happens, but bolt your noble, and now you don't have interaction up.
Okay. Like this
now, this is fine. Now we just go sword, attack, kill it, right? Oh, maybe not.
Depends how far they go here.
Well, it was that.
I mean, we tried to protect it. They just passed in flames.
Yeah.
They got to find the answer here, which is a high probability.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pieces ended up getting actually just a Desperate Ritual, it looks like. Other pieces. This gets a braid. Now they get a braid. Opting.
Yeah, they have Old Border, Past in Flames, Old Border,
I was gonna say they
Baral.
got all the old
Yeah,
borders.
all of them. Yeah, I didn't realize how many like fit into this deck from that set.
Oh, this isn't good. There's the grape shot. They
I
need
need
3 spells, which they have in the
yeah.
graveyard. So getting past the damping sphere here just got it for them.
Yeah. Our hate piece wasn't hateful enough.
Basically needed a second one.
Oh well, oh well.
Bummer. Bummer.
Bummer, but really interesting league. Really
Indeed.
interesting. I
think
think
so.
that was a good league.
I enjoyed it. It may be resulting here in a 3-2 overall, but I think we had this was a close one, and the Abzan one at the beginning were close.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably a point where I played maybe one or two things incorrect at the beginning. And I was like, no, we're doing this.
Yeah.
3-2.
I forced you to open that chest anyways.
All right, we'll open it. Here you go.
Right.
Here's your one chest.
Oh man, why'd you open that chest?
Why? What?
Yikes! Should have just sold it.
I should have.
Blood in the snow. Oh god. I haven't seen a good chest from Magic Online in like a year.
I think this list is cool though. Toski's very interesting.
Yeah. Right? I mean, I think there's a lot of fair decks in the format, and like, I don't know, card's pretty dang good. It just pairs very, very nicely with Ice Fang, I feel like it's so good with Ice Fang. And Spell Queller.
Just any of your little creatures that are getting to attack. I mean, you have evasive creatures. That's where I think
Well, that's
it
what
shines.
I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
Ice Fang being an ETB draw and then a connect draw is just like
is really good. That's your value.
Fair decks.
Did
you feel? So 2 things. Did you feel like you were missing anything throughout that league, like access to anything? You know, there's a couple of like exclusions, right? Obviously there's no sweepers. Sweepers are awkward in a build like this, right? You know, in a blue-white deck. Or in some Stoneblade decks you'll see sweepers in like the less creature heavy ones, but in this one you can't really get away with it, though it is kind of sick with Toski.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of having 1 or 2 settle the wreckages in the sideboard.
Yeah, that's a Winds of Abandon as well. I think is another really interesting one. I actually really like that card. That I almost want that over the pass on the board.
Yeah.
There's no graveyard hate, which is one thing. Which the idea with that, I think, is that you beat most of the graveyard decks.
I personally think that Force of Negation and 1 Damping Sphere is taking up 2 slots that could be something else. And that like could be Rest in Peace nice or something.
There's no collateral damage on yourself. Like, you don't touch your graveyard at all. It's kind of nice that it's completely one-sided.
Exactly. I think that would be something I would maybe change.
Yeah. And then my other deal, the On Thin Ices. What do you think about the On Thin Ices compared to them just being Path to Exile's main?
I mean, I think they're fine. I think because you're a tempo list, you'd rather the On Thin Ice. 1, it's great for any tokens that are out there, so you can deal with those if they happen to be a problem for you. I think On Thin Ice should be really highly considered in a world where blue-white's high enough in the rankings of things that you might run into a shark. I think On Thin Ice also is super nice when you're dealing with like Heliod combo.
I think a consideration right there that you just said was for a shark. But if it is a big problematic shark, it's happening at your end step, and it's a sorcery speed answer to it.
To me, then you're just jump blocking with an Ice Fang and then answering it. You have so many jump blockers.
Or they are doing it to block your threat, and it's in combat, and you can't deal with it. The sorcery speed on it
I think the sorcery speed's totally fine. I think it's better because you're a tempo list and you do not want to give your opponent that extra land. And
Okay.
if you're giving your opponent the extra land, you're losing your tempo advantage. And I
Okay.
think the kind of nuanced ability of on thin ice, a small creature in the burn matchup, or maybe even like in a Ponza matchup where I on thin ice, I don't know, you on thin ice their Dryad, and then you bounce to Fairy and you on thin ice their prime time later, because the Dryad's maybe not as relevant. Like the fact that you can get this back later and use it again for something that's a bigger threat later in the game, to me
It's
speaks like some
definitely
value.
interesting. Definitely interesting. Um, I think it was. I know I just used the word interesting, but interesting that we did hit a matchup. We hit like 3 matchups with it was Eldrazi Tron, Death and Taxes,
And we hit burn
and
too.
yeah, but not Burn. We had the
Well,
we
burn
had like
Abzan, or
it was the
it
Abzan.
was
That's what it was.
Abzan.
I was gonna say there was a green black deck where those are 3 decks that have a reasonable outlet, a reasonable way to destroy it, to make it so it is not a removal spell. And we saw it come up a little bit. I know the Abzan deck at least destroyed it once and got back their Stoneforge Mystic. So we got to see a little bit of the like fragileness of it.
Yeah, but you're trading off that, okay, they're going after that versus you're putting enough creatures on the battlefield that if they want to go after this, then the creature underneath there must be like super valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And like, even if they got like, for example, the Stoneforge Mystic back, which, we could have in some ways played around, I think it's still okay because, yeah, they're getting like another sword or whatever, but you have this like window where you need to be just doing just enough damage. And I think, to me, it goes all the way back to a blue white list. You'll play it control. A blue white list, I'll play it more tempo, and beating down for 2 or even 3. You're bolting per turn. You're shortening the clock of the game. That if they decide, okay, on thin ice is the priority over the spell queller, which is in the air,
Yep.
you may just win.
Yep.
I mean, there's plenty of times where you could top deck like Sword of Fire and Ice, hook it up. This is a 4. It's doing 6 now, and you already attack maybe 3 times with Noble. And now it's
Mm-hmm.
not 6, it's 7. So that's what, 9 plus 7 if they
Yeah, I can pull a lot
fetch.
of damage out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glory. That is the idea. The down. So the drawback to Path is that early game Path can be devastating, whereas middle of the game, definitely late game Path is just better. Like
Yeah.
9 out of 10
Agreed.
times, Path is better late game, whereas the inverse is true of on thin ice. Early game, it's almost always going to be better, but
And I think you have to think about what's out there.
yeah, it's a medical, and it's one's much better early, one's much better late, but then on top of that, sorcery and vulnerable just both of those drawbacks just freak me out with on
So
thin ice.
you have to
There
not
are
look at.
other options.
I think we need to go
There,
one further here because I think this is a good conversation. To me, we can look at the meta. I know Goldfish, people are yay or nay about it, but it gives you at least a perspective. And then we have to look at, basically, there's a subset of meta decks that are low to the ground and contain green. I'm just going to say green. They can sometimes be black, but basically green, low to the ground meta decks, and then you have everything else. And the reason I bring this up is that there's Jund Death Shadow here, the Luris list. If you have a Rakdos version, that's just not going to deal with on thin
that
ice.
card. Yeah,
it just won't, because red and black have so many problems with it.
The factor there is the sorcery speed because they do have some haste threats. They're usually playing.
Sure. I think it's willing to. I'm willing to though go say They're usually playing all these Swift Spears and stuff. They're playing Scourge. They're playing other things. So that's like your one side, right? That's your one side of John Death Shadow. And then you have like Burn, where I don't really want to give them something else. And you have Blitz or this Prowess list where I don't want to give them an extra land either.
Yeah,
so we're
pathing Burn
slowing
is
those.
rough.
Azorius Control, yeah, you're probably taking the on thin ices out anyway, and the last thing I want to do is have to path something randomly that's beating me down like Stone or like Snapcaster, and they are winning. Heliod can be a little bit weird, but I think giving them that
Heliod's
4th and 5th,
you want path, I think.
but even
Like,
giving them the 4th or 5th land is so bad as a ramp at the very beginning because you have to deal with the early creature where you're going to have Spell Queller for this matchup. Like, to me,
point I was going to
you're
make
going to be fine.
was that there are also 2 other interesting options in Condemn and Oust.
I hate Condemn and I hate Oust.
I've had a lot of success with both of them. A lot of success with both of them. So they each I think it's interesting that there are these choices because each of them have their pros and cons. Condemn has some serious ones with the whole thing has to be attacking. Oust is now sorcery like on thin ice, but it's less vulnerable. It's putting it into the deck, but they will eventually redraw it. Condemn puts it to the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of it's not a straightforward choice between all of these options. Honestly, it's tough. I think ultimately I still lean Path. I think if I'm sleeving up my Stoneblade deck for tomorrow for a big tournament, I'm playing 4 Path. I'm not playing on thin ice. I think I can see the argument for on thin ice though. I just don't think I'm a believer. An on thin ice believer.
I think I like it a lot more than like Oust for sure.
I think
there's too many things that attack and get value that Condemn worries me.
I think if I wanted to play, I would go 4 Path, and if I wanted a 5th one, I would play the first Oust. I think, personally, that's where I think I'm at with the removal package.
Fair enough.
Yeah.